And we're live.
All right, we are back. We have Azure Knights Gaming here, Tomb of Annihilation, Session 9, Part 2. Our heroes. And don't worry about the water over here on the map side. Take the idea that the forest goes all the way to the clearing there. Our group have tracked themselves to what they believe is the Goblin Village. The boats aren't there. This is just forest and clearing there. You see ahead of you.
Weird question.
Yes.
Can we try turning off that light and see if it works? That is actually better on the map because that was just glare. There was like a big spot right over there.
So okay for everybody?
Okay for everyone? Everybody see?
Mood lighting here.
Okay.
I like it. Can we lower that light over there? That's really, that's gouging into my eyes.
Yeah, that's my read light.
Yeah, I see that.
That's my book light.
Sorry, that's probably okay. I'm really
sorry. I'm just, if I have to, I'll switch seats with Ray.
I like how two of the goblins are albino goblins.
Yeah. Can I have?
I thought we killed all the albino
back at the camp, right?
Yes, you left EQ and the other individual back at the camp. So, ahead of you, you see this goblin camp. There are yurts around on this laid out type of fabric. You see there are ropes from each one of these that come up to a central rope, and then there is this tall broth that's been bent over almost as a spring shape there, and the ropes come up and collect to it. The ropes are really loose. Really loose right now. A couple of goblins mill around, and as soon as you approach, they have obviously been alerted to your approach because they start moving forward. They're wearing masks, these wooden masks that have been painted with different colors and whatnot. There is a wooden cage over here, and in that cage you see slumped up against the side two humanoid forms.
Can I?
Can I? Go ahead.
Can I? So I see this picture here,
yes,
and I'm familiar with traps. Mm-hmm. Can my character make a check to see if I know what this is?
Sure.
Okay. Intelligence. Do you want? It doesn't matter for me. Intelligence. I have no trained intelligence skills.
Okay, just straight
intelligence. Okay. 18 minus 1.
Oh, by the look of it, if this was a type of noose trap, which it looks most familiar to, it would flip up and stand up and pull something up on a noose.
Gotcha.
So if it was a noose around there, up would be a noose.
Okay, so in theory, it should pull the whole village up and hold it in a sack, or something to that effect. So here we trip. Well, that's what. So have they actually seen us yet?
Yes.
We didn't have a chance to actually stay in the forest and look at it a little bit.
Oh, you can stay in the forest and look a little bit if you'd like. But they haven't came out to you. They're mulling around there, but they're watching the area. So obviously some advanced scouts or something have known about you.
So I turn to my friends and say, well, I don't want to, obviously this is a great opportunity for us, but I do have invisibility. And I go ahead and cast that, sneak around, and trigger their trap.
Okay, so I'm not opposed to the idea, not opposed to you going invisible and scouting out the camp. But not even goblins are stupid enough to put themselves in a giant trap. It's got to serve some purpose, and I don't think it's so that they can all hang from a tree.
Even if they were to escape us, do we really care? We're here to save the two soldiers. Are we really in?
If it gets them out of our way, I say all the more better. There's something to be said for removing a threat to us and to others.
Do we know
they trap these guys? They'll probably trap more. What's the worst? They were gonna torture and kill that guy.
What's the worst that happens? He goes around, he tries a thing, and then if they see us, he's behind them or we're behind them. Either way.
Oh,
make a decision before they kill those guys.
I have no problem with the invisible idea and with scouting the camp. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's not. I'm not trying to scout the camp. I'm trying to trigger because we see a rope coming down that is holding the tree down to this, and the whole purpose is I would go and then it does whatever it does.
I think. Here's what I think.
Yes.
I say, do as you suggest, but let's see how it goes. I mean, between the 6 of us, we should be able to handle a few goblins. If it gets out of hand,
Famous last
we have Plan B.
Well, okay. So then, what I will do is that will be Plan B. So as you guys are engaging, I will
Yes.
move around the exterior and will be poised to go ahead and trigger.
And maybe if you can fire a few crossbow bolts from a well-hidden position.
Does that break invisibility?
Yeah, it does.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But
We'll see. Okay. So
if you feel you've got a good hiding spot.
okay. So do we have a plan?
Plan 1, 2, 3, break.
All right. So
Let us abscond to our thing.
Absconders, forward.
Absconders. That's exactly what
All right.
I've got written.
So, what is Exeter going to do?
So I'm going to cast invisibility, which I believe lasts for how long?
Let's see, it is actually a lengthy spell unless you break it. Not too lengthy, though. Let me bring out. I think it's like
It's concentration based.
it is concentration.
Can you take anybody with you?
I believe it's only myself.
Okay.
Right.
So, invisibility.
There's actually only one target.
It's one action, lasts for up to an hour, concentration. A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
And
So if I
when you
carry
are at higher levels,
Well, then I would be floating in the air while you're carrying me.
so
No.
this is a second level
You
spell.
cast it on me.
If you're
I
level,
can't cast on
if
you,
you're
but
at
you
third
can't
level or
carry.
higher, you can
Guys,
target one
guys, pay
additional
attention.
creature for each slot. So it's a second level spell.
Yep.
You can cast it third or fourth, and each level above, you can target one additional.
Okay? So right now I'm still second level. So I could do. I don't know. So DM question. He was suggesting that he could carry me, and if I cast the invisibility on him, since I'd be carried by him, would that go ahead and make us both invisible?
No.
Okay.
No.
Besides, I like the idea of you
Yeah.
being in a sniping position at the back of
Yes.
the camp more than I like.
And I have and I also have a stealth as well. So
Yes,
it's not,
let's
if there's
do
any
it.
kind of stealth check necessary, I can probably do it. So all right. So
So now, while the spell says anything that you're wearing or carrying, but I am going to rule that another physical being
Another person.
is going to be a little
okay.
outside of the goal of the spell.
Gotcha.
We cast invisibility, and the puppy you have in your backpack is just floating now.
all right. So I'm going to cast
Yeah.
invisibility. I'm going to wait until you guys. I'll wait till you guys engage, and I will be moving around the perimeter.
Do we
I
just
want to
do that?
clarify.
Because what
You're
happens
not
if we come
waiting
out?
before you move into position, right? You're waiting for us.
I'm waiting. I'm going to.
You're going to move into position.
So
first.
we're gonna wait 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Before
so,
we go.
Well, and so
But-
this is what's going to be interesting. Well, I was actually hoping maybe you guys might start moving out just to engage there, even though I'm invisible.
Yeah, sure.
Engage their
I'll move up
view.
to here for you.
But okay,
So,
guys,
but
before we
we-
move out, if you move up there, you might draw all the goblins out of
Off
the
of
village,
the-
and then the whole point of him going over there is bust. Let him go over there and do it, and we can get into combat.
Quite
No
right.
problem.
Quite right.
Yep.
I agree with you. Okay, so invisibility,
Okay.
and let's
Give me two stealth checks.
2 stealth checks.
Dinas.
Big money.
Whoa!
Plus 5. I think I'm probably okay on that one.
So Diva says, as you're turning yourself invisible and wandering,
24 again.
he says, maybe go by the prisoners and make sure they're not in any immediate danger.
So you're taking this route over here by the prisoners.
Uh-huh.
There, one is either asleep or unconscious. The other one is sitting up, kind of looking around, but they are in very poor spirits.
Okay, well, as I pass them, I'm going
Don't
to...
say anything. They might freak out.
All right, you're right. I'm stealthy. Okay, so continue on.
Okay, so the mechanism, there's a post driven into the ground here with a fiber rope tied around it and going taut up to this.
How
branch.
strong is how thick around is the rope? Is it something I'm going to be able to take a short sword and sever, or is it going to require a little more hacking?
So you could probably sever it pretty quickly with a short sword.
Okay, all right.
A short sword or an axe.
Or
a cutting tool.
I've got. I've got daggers, but that's okay.
Probably if you hack it against the wood, where it is in the wood, it'll cut through. If
Okay.
you hack against the rope part you may not cut all the way through unless
Okay.
you have a sharpened blade
Okay.
for cutting purposes.
That works. Okay.
So we wait a few minutes.
What's the range of a cantrip? I don't want to do that.
You'll say on the cantrips.
Huh?
You'll
It'll say on the individual. Usually 60 feet, but doesn't.
I'm just trying. I was trying to think of some way I might be able to tell you guys I'm in a position. But you said 2 minutes. Let's just let it go. Let's let it run.
Guys,
Okay.
if we want, hold on. Before I know you're.
Oh, I'm- no,
you
I'm-
can't
I'm
hear
wa-
us.
I'm watching. I'm waiting for you to make your move. So
So one thing I'm thinking out loud here is if he cuts that, they're on the chart here.
Whatever it is, yeah.
You know,
They
they
are.
get sucked up in that, right? So if he starts off at that, I can dash in and get up close. If that doesn't work, I can dash in and
I still say the purpose of the device is going to be something
Turn around and go back
beneficial
up
to
there,
the
buddy.
goblins.
oh, agreed. But if
So
it
we
gets,
shouldn't set it off at first.
I guess my point is that if they get away, I'm not concerned about them getting away as much as I'm concerned about.
Well,
this.
Davis is a little concerned about them.
We've already actually converged that, so I don't want to meta too much here. So, you guys go ahead. I can't hear anything you're saying right now.
Oh, for God's sake, let's just fight. So me and I'll move it up.
So as you get right to there, let's go ahead and do initiative rolls for the crew.
Do I do initiative?
What'd you get?
A 0.
0. I have an initiative 0.
7 again.
A 5.
7.
Oh wait, 5. 8. I've got 8.
Okay, Albert is 7. Exeter is 8.
And Davis is 18.
18.
Wow.
He was paying attention.
Darn right.
Valbrund.
0.
Okay. Thurek.
13.
13. EQ is not with the group. The
Goblins.
And you guys spend a lot of time with Davis. You probably know that there were bands of goblins in the Underdark, and he is not a fan.
Yeah.
Davis.
Oh, I thought
You're
this
the
was the
top
Conan
one.
soundtrack for a second, and I was getting all excited.
All right. 15, 30. Okay, so 60.
Don't be on the tarp.
No. In range. He's calculating if they're in range.
Davis.
He puts his goggles on.
Yes.
Punch it.
All right, then there's trees here somewhere. So can I
these
just
are
say?
trees.
Oh, okay.
Brush out
He'll
there.
kind of go over here, take cover behind this tree, and shoot albino number 1.
All right.
Wow, 26
Yes.
and
Boom.
I mean,
22. Wow, he's on
Yes.
fire.
Could have negotiated their release.
I consider that, but no one else seemed to. I was like, we go up and talk to him, but
Wow. Yeah, he's doing well. Okay, that's 16 damage.
How much?
This is wheat crap.
Okay. So the goblins are watching you, and they have their spears like this, and one of them, 2 shafts appear in its chest. And it looks down for a moment, and it falls forward. So was this one you shot?
Yes.
So it falls down. The others look at it, and then they start yelling, and they're raising bows and screaming, and then a bunch of other goblins come running out of the yurts, and they start jumping onto each other's shoulders.
Mecha Shiva!
Another one on top of that, and
Okay, I have to pick this up.
go right ahead.
awesome.
I was hoping to get more of them painted, but you know.
That is awesome.
You did well, Jordy. That's awesome.
So,
They call this a Batiri?
Batterian battle stack.
Battle
And
stack!
so the bottom one handles the moves, and the other ones in the middle are waving their spears and crap, and the top one attacks. They also get pack benefit
Yeah, they do.
for advantage because it's a pack of goblins, and you have them in your face. It's for fighting dinosaurs. And
Wait, they get advantage on attacks?
yes,
Oh, bull crap.
but only the top one can
Oh.
attack, and the
Oh.
bottom one moves,
Okay.
and the middle ones just kind of hold on.
For
And then
dear
if
life.
you kill one, they get a dexterity check to throw it from the stack and continue. Or the stack can be up to 9 goblins high.
Oh, good lord. That's hilarious. That is awesome.
And
So-
that totally seems like something goblins would try.
So these
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
these ones have their spears, and they're kind of out there moving forward like this with their spears, and they're like,
I'd like to think they are actually wobbling.
And-
like,
Calliope music starts playing.
These four here launch volleys of arrows. So, let's see. We'll do the first row. So,
Plus it's concentration.
Albert,
Plus his concentration.
what's your AC?
16.
16.
Huh.
Okay. So,
I know, I'm no guess.
4 points. 4 points from a wayward arrow.
Gotcha.
Volgard. 18. Barely missing. And one for everybody. Everybody gets one. They're up.
18.
You get an
That
arrow.
is
You get an
nothing.
arrow. You get an arrow.
She's behind the tree.
Jesus!
Partially covered.
We
Oh,
miss. Yes. Let's see if we hit first.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a hit and 50% miss chance to recover. It's still going to be
What are you looking for?
3 points from a grazed arrow.
on Titus.
Yes, they're up.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is lift my mace to the
However you guys
sky
can signal me that you want me to win.
and
After I
recite a
Well, I
prayer.
think the arrow's
Dear
flying is a pretty good
Filmmaker,
idea.
guide our strikes and let us strike down this evil. And I'm going to cast Bless on you and you and you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Blessed. I'm okay with the blessing from Millimeter. It's no, blessing. Extra.
But it'll do.
But it'll do.
Oh, I mean, I'm not done
Punch
yet.
it.
I'm not done yet. My turn's
Oh,
not over.
we'll get you to your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to use
Your turn.
my bonus action
says go ahead and trigger it?
to cast spiritual weapon.
Tell him to punch it.
That's what?
Go.
I mean, do we want to? We get a chance to fight goblin stacks. Somebody else can tell him to punch it on their turn. Where's my spiritual weapon token? He kind of disappeared. I can use this binder clip. That's fine.
No, I can give it back to you. We'll figure out what we did with it.
Yeah.
Here, we'll give you a white one until we find the red one again.
Which one was
I'll
that?
just.
So, let's see. We got 60 feet.
Oh,
What?
do they have metal armor?
Oh.
No, they're wood and stuff. They're not.
Can't eat metal. That's crazy.
We have
Well, think
flint.
about if I cast it on the bottom one.
We
Totem blast.
We have flint. They have flint weapons and
Are you looking at
metal
this?
is not
You're
the.
looking at?
Oh, spiritual weapon. 19. Does a 19 hit this goblin stack?
It does.
I'm so glad that you do that too, because that's what I look like when I get excited.
6 plus. What does it do? Plus wisdom. So 9
I
damage.
think, okay. If
Nine
you have
damage.
a
Breaking wheel just
that's happening to one of them. Perfect.
Right. 9 damage into which stack did you
The
do?
middle stack.
The mill
Yeah.
stack. Okay. Exeter.
There's no save.
Yeah, sleep is nuts, but it doesn't scale super well.
I have to sit and wait to see if they're going to throw me the signal for this round. I'm
We
afraid.
didn't agree on. We never.
Well,
agreed on- the signal was. You said the signal was becoming an attack.
So no. I mean, that you guys would. Never mind.
So what
I
I
think
do-
we did say you basically use your own judgment. I
Yeah.
think that's basically.
They do have arrows. You've seen the arrows. You saw the spiritual weapon go up and attack.
So if
you
you
saw
see
them
this
fire
and you
arrows.
think we're in trouble, do it. If you think we're still okay, don't do it.
I have to think we're doing it. All right, so let's go ahead and trigger. The
Oh,
blessed
crap.
flame.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll d20.
A 7.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's a post.
Okay.
A 1 is the only thing that would take it up.
Okay. I
Now
whack.
roll me your normal damage off the weapon that you're using.
D6 for short sword. Oh,
1d4
D4?
plus 3. It's dagger.
Oh, okay.
I can't even see what I've got.
It's a bad dice.
The bottom of the triangle.
Looked like a 4 when I
One.
saw it.
It was well. I think I may have turned it.
He turned it.
Yeah, it was a 4.
from here.
So 4 plus 3, 7.
Well, more than needed to cut through the vine. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, he hacks it. The vine snaps. The tree whips up. And as it does, that rope goes taut. This entire thing envelops
Yes.
and is taken up and launched into the sky as it goes spinning off into the distance, and you hear A ways away, you hear crashing as it crashes through the jungle.
How far a ways away?
Might be a few days,
Might be a few days worth of travel.
maybe through the jungle, or a few.
You know how far you can
About
get
a
in a
day.
day in a jungle? Like 2 to 3 miles.
Well, I
Well-
granted, but
Maybe not a few days, maybe a day or two. You could get up to where they are in a few days, a day
Well,
or two, if you. Can
That's
follow.
2 wasted spells. Sorry. No, it's okay.
So the Patrice use this as a method of relocating their camp
Campus.
when they need to, when there's predators, giants, T-Rex, or things they
yeah.
can't deal with. So
What's
that's
the mortality rate of this movement?
well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Are they? If it's not well planned, do they take additional damage from it? I would assume so.
there is some losses that are incurred from the relocation of the camp,
We call that acceptable collateral damage.
and it takes a little while to move it around, and then once they get to where they are, they have to unpack what's left of it, and then reset up the yurts and find a new tree to bend over, and
I also assume that they don't normally stack together when they launch, so
I'm thinking we've probably done some significant damage to them. I would think.
Goodbye, spiritual weapon.
If we want to go well, we can take a day's rest and go hunt them down if you really feel like it.
I think it's
You'll be with us in spirit always.
Basically, the lightweight yurt goblin bundle has been catapulted to a new and relocated. The village has been relocated.
Wow, that is really quick gentrification.
Guys, set up the Whole Foods.
All right, so I've now completely wasted Jordy's wonderful work on making them stack together.
Yeah.
No, of course not. I expect these guys will come up again.
Very soon.
We saved it for later.
We have saved it later. Well,
Through our village now, time to die.
that's a good point. We may have gotten a vendetta.
Yeah.
Oh, goblin vendetta.
All right. I immediately come over here and bash the lock open on.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the,
I'll come help with that.
Throw them
Check
for a
this
little
out.
bit.
I'll
Are they
keep an eye out.
muted?
They are dehydrated, hungry. They've been stuck in here for a while. Insects and other stuff, and exhausted.
All right, here's the whole time.
I will. I will cast create water. And you said they're dehydrated. What and exhausted?
Dehydrated, hungry, exhausted. They've been in here for a while without food, and the goblins have not been feeding them or giving them water.
Okay, so I will create water.
Okay.
Cast create water. I've only got one spell left now. And
These are giant anthills, by the way. This band of goblins cultivates ants.
oh, gross.
Right.
So if Jordan, while you're helping,
Wow.
if other people want to
It's a
search
food
the camp
source.
for anything, we
As a food, okay. Were they
I'll,
attacking also? They've been okay. All right. I was gonna say,
They're ants.
They're
They're
ants.
not giant ants. They're
Okay.
ants.
Well,
dip them in chocolate.
It's a food source, protein.
well, okay. If we're going to go that route, what do you want for me to determine that that's what they actually use those for?
Anyway,
Give me a survival check.
Your survival
Are
check.
you gonna poison them? Because that might not be a good, or not.
No,
might not be a
15.
bad idea.
So, in the wilderness like this, you know that the insects and bugs can be used as a viable food source for proteins, and that it's very possible there won't be any leftover casings because they're eaten whole when you're in, because you want the shell and everything.
Yeah. I
we
agree.
just saute them, a little bit of garlic, some butter.
Would you guys like to have some insects for this evening?
No.
I think I'm all right.
I don't care. I'll eat whatever.
All right. Well, so then
I've
so
eaten
then-
worse.
Okay, and then the question becomes, to your point, well, is there some way that we can? They're not anywhere around here anymore, so I doubt they're going to come back to the food source over several days.
They
Otherwise,
probably find more ants too.
yeah, I was going to say, I don't think poisoning
like
them is
this
probably
was
going to be a good. All right,
Corner of
so
the ant
I'm gonna
market.
search around the area.
Okay.
See if anybody, because there's like a hut here. And,
Yeah.
You know, just look around and see if I can find anything, weapons, items.
See if they
That's
left
true.
anything.
I'll help him with investigation.
Investigation check, please.
Oh gosh,
6.
9.
So there are discarded bones, scraps of clothing over in there. There's a bent and broken some daggers and those type of things that they may have taken from people, but aren't really of any value at this point.
Okay.
Broken pottery, more bones.
So then,
If they had any kind of material worth, it was probably in the huts that were in the center of the village, which is now
A day and a half away. Anyway, may I finish now?
no.
Okay. I am also going to give the two gentlemen a day of rations out of my
Okay.
bag.
That's okay. That's fine.
I was like in the middle of talking, and everyone just sort of interrupted me.
food and water to the people.
So
Okay.
you're taking your time giving him water.
Yeah.
So they are in. Have 2 levels of exhaustion.
That's fine. We can.
That doesn't affect their movement speed yet, right? That's just
Right.
half hit points. Okay.
Oh,
They can
they're-
still move.
They're half hit points. Yikes, that sucks.
That's at level 3. So, oh yeah, no, that's level 2.
Jeez, that sucks.
I can't remember.
Are you two all right?
They are exhausted, weak. They, So you're gonna take them. They are from Camp Righteous.
Oh,
Oh, perfect.
Excellent.
Well, Camp Vengeance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're going to camp.
Righteous was the first camp.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they're from Camp Righteous, throw them on your back. Let's go.
And Crocs.
Get back to the croc.
I guess ask them about how far it is to conventions.
From where you are now, it's a full day's journey by land.
So half day by water.
So we might be there soon.
I
Well,
say we
I
get
mean,
back-
we got room in our boats if you want to come back with us.
Yeah.
It's
Let's get
gonna-
back
it's
to
gonna be you
EQ.
guys.
Let's sleep. Let's let these guys
They'll
recover.
definitely join you. They're not in any condition to go wandering through the jungle.
Yeah.
Let's get back
Get
in
them home.
boats. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Is
that's.
this early or is this late in the day?
This is late in the day at this
Okay.
point.
Did you want
So-
to camp?
It was half a day to where you saw the guy in the honey, so it was out and back.
Yeah.
You'll be getting just as darkness falls.
Perfect.
So-
So let's
camp
stay one more night. Yep.
Yeah. And survive. Well, we aren't going to be able to do survival, so we're only going to be at least 1 day of rations, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to share some food with these guys too. 'Cause-
I just
He
did.
did. He
Oh
gave
yeah,
it-
you did. Sorry,
It's okay.
you said
So-
that too.
When we get back to the river, I can try and do some fishing.
The next
Someone here is.
so night passes pretty easily. The next day though brings heavy
Oh, sweet.
monsoon.
Ooh, we're not going anywhere, are we?
I think we're going to stay put, probably.
Heavy rains, cooling of water. You guys are basically stuck in the tents.
Batting down. Hey, on the positive side, we don't look for water today.
Yeah,
This is
so
true.
the rain kick,
You
yeah.
have your fill of water from rain catchers
Okay.
and what you will wring out of your damp clothing and boots.
Now everybody roll for
Great.
ammonia.
Valgard skate water.
Are we going to...
Valbrand. Whoops.
Is there a constitution check coming that we need to be aware of?
I am going to have you guys do a con save, yes, please.
Con save?
Yep.
Personally, I blame Ray.
You should.
Natural 20!
You could have been damaged. And
19. Oh, do I add something over here?
Yeah, so you are proficient with your con saves.
I got
and you,
a
okay, so it's
21.
fine. You have it
I
already
got
now.
a 5.
14.
I know.
I know lesser restoration.
20,
Thank you.
25.
24.
24.
Oh,
Wait.
that's
Am I? Yeah. 5.
One of your escort individuals has a 3rd level exhaustion from the cold and the
Okay.
damp and the rain.
I'll carry him.
Just need to get him to the boat.
So
Get
the
that far,
one
right?
tied to the stake has 1 level. One of them from here is 2, and the other one has 3 levels. of
Which is
exhaustion.
funny. That means the guy was tied to the stake that was better off than.
And the guys that were there.
Well, maybe he's just hardier.
Yeah.
Okay.
He ate
Well-
some of the insects.
Everybody move.
Pick up your things.
Yes. Get your figs out here!
Pick up that last one real quick.
One disease or one condition. One death and paralyze your poison.
Oh, goodness. Oh, that's the camp. Okay. So what is this, an arena?
You can place your figures out over there if you would like.
Monsoons are bullcrap.
Yeah. No.
Camp Vengeance.
So, one full day, evening monsoons, breaking the storm the next day. Easy enough to get the boats moving. About mid-morning, you guys approach this camp. So, Through the foliage, you see a crude timber fortification. A walled compound with watchtowers and tents inside it, encircled by a ditch bristling with sharpened stakes. A large gatehouse faces the river, and on the shore, which are 4 rowboats tied to a wooden post. Scattered around the fort are piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swarming with flies.
Wait, I'm sorry. Read that last part.
Read that. Read that.
Yeah. My poor, yeah.
Scattered
We
around
watched
the
it.
fort are piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swarming with flies.
Oh, is there a plague going on?
Well, it's or an attack.
I'm gonna shut the door.
Oh, what is that?
It's
Oh,
a
it's
man.
dude.
It's a
Okay.
man and a man.
As you pull your boats up
Two
to
mans.
the shore, you see 2 armored figures at the top of the gatehouse. They point, and one turns and shouts something that's hard to hear back inside the camp.
I'm going to ask one of the guards that are with us and say, do you know what's going on? Was there any kind of trouble? Why are there so many bodies outside?
He goes and says, we get besieged by undead constantly. So the only thing to do is to pile them and burn them.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Never-ending source of heat and warmth.
Wow. Disease.
And smell.
Food.
You're not wrong.
Oh, wait, that's third.
Hey,
Hey,
you want to hit that with the trash?
I carry a lot of soap.
We'll pass that over the trash. Right behind
Yes.
Do we have trash?
I agree with you. It's just the use of it. Right question.
I'm a very cleanly handler. Not my fault. All the sweat smell gets trapped in my body hair.
Wouldn't use you as a pack mule. We probably wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, it's your fault, really, if you think about it.
I knew you were going there.
Mental gymnastics.
No. Leave that to those of us with dexterity.
So,
Leave that to those.
Sorry.
With
All right, so I guess we're
intelligence.
going to pull the canoes up, and we're going to get out.
I'll carry the exhausted guy.
Davis,
My back.
well, if no one else says
they
anything,
can still walk,
Oh,
even if they have movement. Yeah.
I'll help him then.
Well, so I guess I would. Well, actually, I've got charisma.
who wants to do the talking?
I'll do it.
Oh, yep.
So,
Hold the gate! Hey!
Oh,
He shouts down. Hello! Who are you?
travelers looking for a place to rest and reprovision. We have some of your compatriots here with us.
Come in! Come in! Commander would speak with you. And he hits something, and the gates start to open.
Oh, and take off your boots. We gotta do the Japanese thing here. What your feet?
So,
Okay, and so we enter.
I'll enter.
Yeah, of course.
We all come in slowly. I don't think we have any.
Anything? Well,
Yeah. And I mean,
so
I would assume that Eco would let us know if there was something that she feels is off as we're coming in.
So there are multiple people bustling about this camp, handling it. The camp itself smells. There's clouds of insects around, pools of muddy water and mud.
Real quick, how many total days have we gone at this point?
You are on day 10.
Okay, so I'm just thinking insect repellent. We've all used probably 10 days of insect repellent.
I miss civilization.
I don't think
I don't think I've been tracking it right because I can't even remember. Oh, I bought 20 days, so I should have.
So
I bought 60. So
one,
it was our-
one of them, an
About 3 months worth, so
individual
I bought 2.
comes up to you, flanked by 4 individuals. Well, 4 total.
Armed guards.
3 armed guards and himself. And this guy,
this doesn't look
Yes.
good.
he has a large beard, shining breastplate, and he's like, "Hello! News from the port town.
Yes!
Did you bring provisions, reinforcements?"
No, we're not those. We're not those kind of travelers. We're actually more like explorers.
Explorers, then. Good, you'll still serve my needs. I am the commander, Brigborn, of this fortification, the Order of the Gauntlet. Come, I see you have some of my men, and
Yes, we do.
I have other injured that need to be taken downstream back to the port town, and some provisions that some of the merchant princes have promised us that need to be brought back so we can continue to hold out against the forces of this camp.
Against the forces of this camp?
Well, with the forces of this camp, against the forces of this jungle. It's been a long time since we've been driven out of our last fortification. We will damn sure we're going to hold this one.
Noble Captain, we understand that you are in peril, but is there something else that, unfortunately, we are also pressed on a vital task for both the saving of the world and also for you?
This is a military operation. There is no task more vital than holding this fortification.
Vital.
Well, and under the Charter Rule 789, I hereby press you into service.
Lord.
Hang on a second. Wait. Point of order. Don't we have something from like the merchant, something other prince from down there, like a missive that he gave us for passage through the lands?
I don't recall that, but I can tell you this, that the Order of the Gauntlet is made up of members of church that I am a member of.
Oh, well then there. Okay,
So do I know this order?
The Order of the Gauntlet?
No, the Order 789. Pressing us into service. Like, I'm tier, Ilmater, and form. I'm going to assume religion.
Basically,
Sure.
do you know of his legal justification?
No. I'm 7 is the answer.
Something. Well, in most of it, you do recall there's in your studying of the treaties and the doctrines and the orders and
The
the
boring
charters
stuff that Ballbranch just
and the
didn't pay
boring
attention.
stuff. Because it's very, even though it's a priesthood type stuff, it also has a very strict military thing, and there is governing rules that allows certain commanders in times of warfare to conscript villagers and townsfolk and full towns into service and that type of stuff. It's not usually used because it kind of goes over badly, but there does exist those within the Order of the Gauntlet.
Wait a second. Hold on. Now,
Information.
the Order of the Gauntlet, are they, like, acting under the auspices of the merchant princes?
No.
So we just walked into town and they say, you work for us now, and they have no authority to do so.
Correct.
They said you've come into here.
Their authority
You've
is
been
their
conscripted
swords.
to assist them in taking wounded back
All right, so I'm going
to
to.
town.
Or, I step forward and say, Commander, we are not your errand boys. However, I am a study healer, and I can get some of your men back on their feet before I move on.
If you allow us to rest for the evening, Thurk, myself, and even Exeter here can tend to some of your wounded.
I can help cover our guard post for a night.
I have 7 downed individuals. If you can get all of them fit and ready for duty.
Ready for the art contest against the undead is tomorrow.
I can send them. I can send them in your stead back.
Commander,
No problem.
Commander, is there somewhere a readily source of perhaps provisions more closely to you as far as things that we might be able to track, capture, or otherwise help to provision your camp?
Well, we send out field parties to attempt to capture game, kill game, and bring it back. The guard party is out, hasn't came back for a while. They should be back later this afternoon with food and a ready source of meat. Other than that, we have some tack provisions that have been supplied, but we are running short on those.
How many men are under your command?
How many do I have to kill to get out of this?
Well, while you guys are talking, I'm going to take a quick aside to Iku and say, Iku, is this normal from what you've been since you've been here before?
What is wrong with this guy?
That's essentially.
Yeah, I thought we were going to
Get
project
me
you
on
here.
this crazy thing.
In fact, I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I actually didn't pack as much as I probably should because I thought we were resupplying here.
That's why.
Well,
Now I'm starting to worry.
Alternatively, we could.
We can still resupply.
Yeah, stop it, Iku.
So,
You know, the average human weighs about 200 pounds, and most of that is meat.
And we're 70% water.
So the camp itself manages between 40 to 50 people total, given that there are rotations of individuals that are out in the forest during that
You
time.
probably don't have
They
all
have-
40,
well-
50 people here now, but
Right. And I can throw more figs out if you need, but it
No,
gives
that's
kind
okay.
of an idea.
I have an idea.
Working.
Well, I'm not sure.
There
I'm,
are currently, let's see.
I don't know that 10 to 1 is necessarily something we want to go with.
But I have an idea. Perhaps while I tend to the wounded, the rest of you, we tend to the wounded. The rest of you can figure out if there's a source to these undead, and perhaps we can take it out. Well,
maybe you could look for rumors. You two.
Oh
could look
yeah,
for
talk to
rumors.
the soldiers.
Talk to the
I,
soldiers.
I, well,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll go.
I think
and
Valverde and I
Captain,
can handle the wounded.
Well, so I guess there's be two questions I'd ask the captain. One is, Captain, why are you in such a dire need for provisions? Don't you have typical deliveries that keep you well stocked?
We do, but we haven't seen our delivery is late. Currently, we had to relocate from our past fortification, which was at the base of this shrine.
The Crocodile Man tribe.
Since then, we've dug in here, and we're not going to lose this one. Our last provisions we sent a boat downriver 5 days ago.
I'm sorry, what?
We sent a boat downriver 5 days ago.
Did we run in? There was the one group that was killed at the very beginning that we went by, and then there was that. So,
And we found a boat with them, right?
okay, so can you describe?
Are
this?
these 3 boats?
No, well,
No, we got those at Cap Ranches.
We got 2 at the Camp Righteous, but there was that one. We didn't have a boat.
Yeah.
Well, the boat was, I think, destroyed. We couldn't actually utilize it.
from there?
Yes, the place where
Can
we got
you
tents.
identify these tents? And I pull out one of the tents from that first initial.
Those look hard, but there's a lot of tents that are normal. There's a
Yeah.
team of halflings. That we sent
Yes,
All right, that was-
we passed them, and I described them for him because I remember because I
Yes,
buried them.
those would be my men.
They have alas passed away.
So, I need to send another troop down the river. So again, and I have wounded that have to go down the river. If you can tend to them and get them back on their feet,
No
I will
problem.
send them unaccompanied. If you can't, I need you to accompany them.
Very well. Show me to the wounded. Valbrand, if you'll come with me.
And I'm going to go. Is there a central tent where you eat your mess? I'm sure that you probably have a little bit of a morale issue.
This is our mess tent,
That's a good idea.
command tents, and then actually, let's see. Actually,
You're gonna do a USO show.
That's exactly it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your
Would you like to
John.
come and be my dancer?
Oh, if I were you,
Actually, give me one moment. Okay, so
She just glares at you.
Oh, she doesn't.
How would you like to lose your testicles?
okay, so these are field hospital tents. This is
Okay.
the command tent.
All right. Well, so yeah, I'm going to go. Then I will go and entertain the while also listening to rumors and
This is a
other items.
animal pen over there.
Is there any? I'm sure they don't keep any of the undead in the
Long pork.
So the animal pen consists of 4 sickly goats that are in there right now. Okay, so who's doing what? We're saying
All right.
let's move figures where we're going.
I
Should we go around
probably
the table?
which
Yeah,
let's go around the table. We'll start with Mark. Oh no, okay, we'll start with me. Which one of these tents has more wounded? Because I've probably got more healing than you.
I
doubt that actually.
Really? Yeah.
Pick a tent, and we'll go from
Okay,
there.
I'll go with that tent. Yeah.
Are you going with him?
I'll go to the other tent. Start tending the wounded there. And here's the reason, Marshall. You technically will have more spells and stuff. I can use my Warlock spell slots to cast heals and then rest for an hour and do it again.
Oh.
So I essentially have infinite healing in a day as long as I can rest.
Makes sense.
So
Why aren't you the healer?
because I can't heal as much as you can in combat, and my individual heals are weaker.
I see. So, you suck. no,
I'll
kidding.
be-
He can suck for longer.
Wow. All right. Well, in that case, we'll get him down to Vegas and get him down to Vegas and get him into one of those really high class joints, and we'll have a
Who's been
competition.
you with him?
How long has it
Right
been
here.
since you guys have seen any
That's
city
right.
civilization?
Yeah, right. All right. Well, so that's actually a good point. I'm going to take Iku so I don't necessarily see. She's not in my eyesight, but I'm going to go to the command tent and
Okay. Exit her to the command tent.
and we'll be Let me know when you want my performance check.
And then, Tom, what are you
That
doing?
in a moment.
So I'm,
Hang on, hang on.
Finish where everybody's going.
Yeah. Awkwardly stand around. What do you want?
What can you do that's not
So
fighting?
look for rumors
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
source of the undead.
I've got I can do history, investigation, and religion.
Those are just your trained skills. You can do any of those.
Well, yeah, but I'll go talk to some of the guards and stuff. Like I'll go talk to those guys. Yeah.
Jordan, you want to
See if they know where the undead are coming from, or have rumors, have any ideas. Soldiers, they like their rumors.
Exactly.
I mean, they also like to throw dice and eat fried chicken.
Yeah, and then cheat and win lots of money in dice.
Mark, what are you doing?
So we ready? Okay, so Dionysus is going to also be investigating, but he's not going to be talking to people because he doesn't want to be shot. He's going to be investigating physical signs, like do all the undeads tend to come from a certain direction, or
So you're
are
going
they
to
all
check.
carrying something that might give...
You're checking on the undead.
Are you going to check the perimeter of the camp type of situation?
Yes. I imagine that's where I'll find more sign of the... Yes, he's probably outside, walking around.
Okay. So, all right, let's start with those in the medical tents. There are, between the two tents, there are 16 individuals who are injured. 9 of them are either mix of exhaustion or injuries that they have sustained, which good rest will help with the exhaustion, which they don't seem to be getting in the cramped tent quarters.
Right.
Magical healing may take care of some of the injuries. The other ones, and go ahead and give me. Let's start with a. Which skill? Yeah. Go ahead and give me a medicine check, if you will.
Crap.
For both of you.
Alright.
Really?
Sorry.
Let me see that arm. Oh, I broke it.
15.
Okay. What'd you roll? Is it a 1?
Yes.
You rolled a 1.
3.
Luckily, again, the crit.
Wait, you look hurt. Doctor, my elbow's bending the wrong way. Yeah,
So-
that's cancer.
A couple
looked
of
it up on the
individuals that are in the 10th year, and one seems to he is
Try some lavender oil on it.
shivering and shaking.
Don't vaccinate your kids. That's how the
Sweats.
one gets you.
Sweating uncontrollably. Another one is laying down and seems to be having a lot of difficulty breathing, almost like his throat's obstructed in some way.
Okay. So are they poisoned or
Your guess would be
disease?
diseases.
Let me handle. Diseases?
Talking to from what you know back in town there are 2 types of diseases you think might be handling these individuals. One's called the shivering sickness, which is gotten from insects bites, and you notice there are multiple bites on their arms from insects. The other individual, the ones who are having trouble breathing, are you believe might be throat leeches from contaminating water. The throat leeches latch on and grow in the throat until the individual succumbs to it.
Just reach in there and...
Alright guys, I'm quitting. Bye.
Now,
The jungle is a horrible place. Dirk just walks out.
Thomas had seen some things.
there's
Thomas had seen enough for the day.
there are 4
It was time to go.
disease-ridden individuals, 2 and 2 on that. Over in the other tent, where you're not really sure what they have, but there are 3 individuals that are acting crazy, like some type of madness. In fact, they've been lashed down to their cots, and they're blabbering on and trying to get up. And
So, I'm not a doctor, but let's try this. I go to the first one.
Oh, it's because they were vaccinated.
wow,
God damn, that's my 1. That's not wrong.
They've got autism.
This is what autism's like. Okay, for reals. So I don't know jack about medicine.
Okay.
Obviously, like
Okay.
I'm trained in it, but
Okay.
didn't roll well. So at this point, I kind of look around. Is there any healthy soldiers around?
Okay.
I'm gonna
well,
try
in the
to crack
tent, no,
off
but
it.
there are multiple acolytes that are in there with the clerical robes and stuff.
Okay.
Those individuals look like they're almost the Walking Dead, though. They're exhausted, bags under their eyes. They've used every healing, everything they have available to them, and
So I'm going to go over to one of the guys who are cackling, and I'm going to spend 5 points on lay on hands and cure disease.
Good man. How many points of lay on hands do you have? 15? Oh.
I'm only a level 2 paladin. Yeah.
after he settles down after you do this, he
I hope
settles
Boom!
down and his eyes kind of clear. The madness gone from him. He looks around and looks at you and
You okay, friend?
now I am. Thank you. And then he
Get some rest.
falls into a state of a slumber. He's just, obviously he's been
Exhausted.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Perfect. I can do that one more time. So they said there were a total of 3.
Yes.
I'll do it to the other guy.
I will,
One of the other guy.
I will use both my casts of Lesser Restoration to heal one case of throat leeches and another case
It's a
of
touchstone.
yeah,
Direct touch.
and another case of what was the other one?
Shivering sickness.
Shivering sickness.
One case of nope and another case of nope.
And then let's see.
4.
So I've got 4 spells left. I can cast Cure Wounds 4 times, and there you said there's what?
Do you have any level 0 spells that might help? Or sorry, level for.
I have Spare the Dying.
Sorry, what I'm trying to say is look, first level spells that cure conditions rather than cure
No.
points. Okay.
You also have your charm too, because
If we
you
have
lesser.
to.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Lesser-
Do any of them look like they're not going to survive? Any of the guys that are diseased look like they're not going to survive the night?
No, you think they'll probably survive
Okay.
it, but okay. So
In
you,
that case, I'm going to. Okay, how about any of the wounded? Do any of the wounded look like they're not going to survive?
there are a
the night?
couple of the wounded who are greatly injured.
Looking sad.
Maybe if you use some of your healing.
Okay,
on the-
how many do you think?
There are 3 that could benefit from healing spells cast.
Okay. All right, so we're going to be here a few days, guys. I'm
I
sorry.
believe so.
All right, so
Still beats a trip back.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on 3 of them.
Okay.
Do you mind if I just roll once?
I'm drinking my own water.
Sure.
Okay, so they all get
You got the jug.
Rain catchers.
12 hit points back.
Wait till you see the latrine.
They all get 10 hit points, or 12 hit points back, and then
No.
I ask the Acolyte.
No! I didn't just search the latrine back at Camp Vengeance.
Then I ask the Acolyte
I
to
am
direct
very
me.
cross.
I ask the Acolyte to direct me to the water stores.
Constitution and delay.
To what?
Direct me to their water stores.
Okay. Yes, there is barrels, and they have some rain catchers that they set out, but there are some open barrels that they store it in where they'll drink from. There are some closed barrels that they try to store stuff in, and then they have rain catchers that they bring.
All right, how much water can I purify in one go?
In terms of healing hit points, like just
Purify.
wounded soldiers,
Right.
Oh,
I can cast a total of 3 spells this hour. All cure light wounds.
Okay.
And then for every hour I rest, I can cast cure light wounds again because I can use my warlock spell slots for paladin.
Mhm.
So I can. How many more hours in the day? You said it's midday.
Yeah.
I could probably cure light wounds
So
on.
basically, what we're going to do on this is you're going to keep resting in, as soon as you can using your clerical.
I'm just like, yeah, essentially I cast a spell. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm sorry, I'm spent. Give me an hour. Meditation.
Let
Give me a
make sure
wank and a
I'm right on
Gatorade.
this. So you guys are emptying your cure spells on them, just try and keep running.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then tomorrow morning I can cure the other diseases, or 2 more diseases.
and then I ask the Acolytes and I help them to gather
themselves.
The only
as
spell I
many.
have is cure living.
Not.
I ask
Hit points.
I ask the Acolytes to help me gather as many of the rain barrels as will fit 5 feet around me.
Okay.
And then I cast Purify Food and Drink.
Okay.
And so all of that gets cured of disease. And then I immediately inform them, hey, some of your soldiers have throat leeches that can be caused by infected water. Keep your water pure as best you can. Filter it, whatever.
Boil it.
Boil it.
Stick it in the stew.
Mash it, stick it in the stew. And I said,
if you have insects or if you have any kind of insect repellent, the shivering sickness comes from. Yeah.
I do have a couple of blocks with me.
Yeah, but there's 50 people here.
You could ask if
Well,
they
I
have
know,
any
but I was
jobs.
thinking about putting them in one
Yeah.
block per tent.
Yeah,
For healing tent, so they don't have more insects coming in
Yeah.
on them possibly.
and I said,
Got it.
you need to do something about the corpses because the insects are coming, they're biting people, they're giving them the shivering sickness. I need to rest. Tomorrow I will come back and keep healing.
Davis, burn the corpses more.
Burn them to ash.
I'm gonna go Eldritch Blast until I'm done.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do between resting. Is I go outside and turn
No, so you need to dissolve the undeath out of them. So you need to put them in the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, that's
I am out of spells.
Yeah, so, and do you want me to do anything for like trying to build morale or our intelligence gathering?
Build our intelligence.
Build our intelligence. Well,
You take an algebra exam.
that's right. The 10th time took the ACT at Hill.
I have an intelligence of
No,
14.
I hope I didn't overwhelm the game by just saying, "Hey, I use all my spells doing crazy
you're
stuff."
good. You're good.
This is
That's what heroes do.
That is. Well, I think that perhaps our good and faithful halberd bearer may need to help stand watch this evening for them.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to spear a pig and stand over the fire,
Oh, there you go.
rotating it.
Attack of opportunity! Attack of opportunity! Attack of opportunity! Attack of opportunity!
Okay.
That big move!
The pig and slayer.
So, we've been working through.
Well done.
Okay, let's see. You were doing your performance check.
Oh, yeah, I need to perform.
Right.
17 plus
Is it just me that's
Five.
rolling like crap today?
22.
So you're able to boost your morale a little bit. It's the first time people start getting attracted from your performance.
I've gotten
What are you doing for your performance?
I'm playing
Okay.
on the.
Doing my luck for it.
on the
Well, the music requires individual. Others start coming in, filtering in, listening to it. So you're actually helping boost morale. Now,
Oh, Blackstaff boy, the pipes are calling.
now, investigation into what's going on.
That would be there.
So I'm looking for where the unname's coming from.
Okay.
Tons of experience points. Say it again.
They swarm out of the jungle. In the, sometimes during the day, sometimes in the evening in mass numbers. Sometimes it's enraged dinosaurs that attack. And those are killed and used for food. Some of the stripped carcasses out there. But other times it's just swarms of undead that assail the walls.
Okay. So I don't find any signs of a common source with the undead.
What direction they're coming from?
Organization.
They generally come from either the sides or the back. So they came from all directions.
I was thinking more like,
A directional source.
like maybe they tend to have a certain kind of plant on them that is, well,
Are they stemming from anywhere? I guess.
Because he said plant.
I heard.
well,
You really don't even try.
He lives for it, man. It's in his blood.
the other thing, so
Like the plant.
You were born to be a dad.
he does also, so while he's inspecting all of the, he's probably looking at the corpses and stuff.
Plus
Um,
one dad.
Does it seem that insects
Not
are
sure, Dad.
swarming the corpses and also bleeding over into the camp?
Not necessarily. They have insect issues up here anyways, just because, honestly, it's a pretty... So they have the camp latrines, but you have to realize that the camp latrines would normally work really well and be immaculate for military standards. But all of the rain and the deluge and the mud and stuff has turned it into a cesspool. In fact, sometimes drying work in the jungle is better because a lot of the soldiers will choose to relieve themselves in the jungle than in the latrines because they are so dirty. So that's a point of disease, point of smell, point of there. And then everything else is just muck and mud.
Burn them.
Has anybody ever decided
Okay.
to clean the latrines?
Oh, yeah, but then again, you gotta look at it this way. We have a camp of about 40 to 50 people,
Got drainage.
depending on. We have like the monsoon that ran through there, and the walls help trap everything in. You have everybody tracking.
And if it
back and
drains
forth.
right now, it's probably going to drain into the ditch anyway,
Yeah.
in which it's going to be stagnant water around it.
Right.
All these troops in their trains, you've got a major GI problem going on.
Does anybody know Hoover? Oh my god!
That was a good one. That was good.
Wow! Wow! That was like joke inception.
You must have a great deal of stress and pressure on you to continue to maintain at this high level.
This just rolls
for
out.
former,
He's like an Olympian, man.
It-
You know,
it's
he's just
just-
got to train and train.
it's excellent. Just very well done.
If it ever gets too much, please tell me to stop.
Oh,
Oh
you're,
my god. So, does anybody know Moober? I don't even know if we're high enough.
I think Move Earth's like, no, Move Earth's a first level spell. I think.
No, it's a cantrip. I'm pretty sure there's a cantrip
Probably
for it.
druidic.
I can
Yeah.
probably prepare it.
I don't have it.
You might be able to. If you can, we could probably get the trains for them. Like,
Well,
legitimate.
so here's the question. A better question
I'm
is,
sure if that'll help, though.
given the location they're at right now, this doesn't seem like it's a good location for them. So since we did clean out the other camp, would it behoove us maybe to suggest that they go back to that location? I know the captain is very
Is
set
this-
on standing this spot,
Yeah.
but perhaps we can maybe suggest that we were able to.
I still need to talk to the troops too, so.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
Yeah, I think we're done with Davis's side.
Mold Earth is only a druid.
And I asked Iku while we were doing this, not everyone did, but to
Earth.
kind of, I'm working
Mold
the
Earth.
crowd, she's working the crowd, so we
There's
hopefully
Mold
be gaining
Takes 5 foot
some
block of earth.
insight from
Mold
the
Earth.
soldiers
Right.
as I was operating.
Right. Earth mover.
Oh, it's 6th level. Move Earth is 6th level. Transmutation.
I mean,
And the one that
plus
you're
7
talking about is
persuasion would make me
Mold
hurt.
Earth.
I want to druid
5 foot.
Okay.
That's Druid only.
Yeah, it's druid.
Okay. So
Yes.
you are talking to the troops, yes?
Yes. I mean, I could try hand signals, but
Give
I'll
me
start with verbal communications.
Give me. I'll take persuasion. I'll take diplomacy.
Yeah, I've done that. We'll just do straight persuasion then.
Right.
Big money, no whammies. 16, okay.
I'll take it.
So, what type of questions are you asking? What are you interested in?
You know any good jokes?
this
How about the Raiders?
half orc, this. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
A half orc, a jeep gnome, and a halfling walk into a bar.
Right. That's every day.
Quick, what do I want to know?
If they know of any rumors of where all the undead are coming.
Yeah. So you guys, is there like a pattern to where these undead are? That's right.
Little bricks.
Sir. That's not what it sounds like at all. That's what Kev sounds like. Do you know of any place like do the undead just come from anywhere? Are they coming from a particular place, or they just start swarming out of the forest like a?
They come out of the bleeding jungle, and if it's not them, it's those terror folk that tore up our last camp.
Terrible. Yeah.
But in this place, they just come in packs. It's like they wander across the place, like they're out just wandering on a parade or something.
Didn't we ask Iku earlier if the undead seemed to be at a higher level? I thought in one of the earlier sessions, and we asked if they were more prevalent than what she's seen before. What was the answer to that?
They have started in some of the deeper jungle areas. They were very prevalent, but they've started becoming even more.
Even more so. Okay. All right. I was trying to remember.
What kind of like?
notes so much.
What kind of? So are they just like dumb zombies, or are they just is there any kind of organization to them, or?
The organization, they just come in packs. They're mindless beasts, really. They assault the walls. If they catch somebody, they'll tear them limb from limb. But other than that, it's just there isn't an attack organization. Some days is a mass at one wall. Some days they're spread out across the group. We've actually ran our course of arrows at this time, trying to deal with them. And at this point, when they come, we have to have to leave the embankment and deal with them.
What they really need
I wonder if
supplies.
this is the soulmonger.
Were the undead this bad at your last camp?
We would see undead now and then at the last camp. Biggest problem we got pushed out was, really with the last camp, we did get a swarm of undead that hit hard, but the last camp just didn't feel defensible. So we abandoned that one, even though it was at the that shrine. We try as we might, we were unable to get defenses up quick enough. We were able to entrench here though before the undead problem started.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're just kind of piled upon ourselves, and morale is getting, well, don't let the commander know, but morale is being stretched really thin right now. It wouldn't take much for some of the men left standing to break. But again, please do not share that because
I don't know what you're talking about.
interested in flogging.
You guys are upstanding, and yes, no, I heard all the comments about how you'll go on forever and ever, and I'll like wink at him.
Oh, thank you. I think we have an understanding then.
About what? I don't know.
Okay.
There's got to be something we can do.
If you had one thing, do you have any? Do you guys? If you had one thing that you guys think would make your ability to hold the fort better, what would you guys like? Know of anything? Yeah.
Well, for us, honestly, supplies are a big one right now. Weapons, dry bedding. After the last storm, we had multiple tents finally flooded. So,
We need more elevation.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Better
you
drainage.
you guys have all this timber. You might want to try building some elevated platforms for your tents and your other things to get off the ground.
that is it. That is a possibility. I'll suggest that.
Also, you can. Sorry, I'm not there. Keep going, Tom.
Yeah, that's all I got. Does anybody have anything else?
I'm doing about using gravel to create high low spots for the water to drain into.
It looks like they've got that because they've got low spots for water to go.
I think that's just boiling water.
It's a shame that we're so far away from port.
What are they even doing here?
That was actually
Why are you? Yeah,
that
why
was
are
going to
you?
be one of my questions to the captain, actually.
Why are you guys out here?
Well, why are we out here? Well, we are trying to search the jungle. We're trying to bring civilization, find lost treasures. That's the official line for it. I think the Order of the Gauntlet is searching for something, to tell you the truth. But most of that's classified, and trenchmen don't know for sure.
I just
But
got it out.
I think because we send some patrols out to patrol the jungle, looking for lost treasure or lost artifacts.
Can I go talk to the camp captain leader man?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys. It's good job staying on the watch and everything. I'm gonna go talk to Commander Man.
Okay.
Commander Man! His superpower is commanding other people to do stuff for him.
Sounds very brave and panting.
I wonder if I could, yeah, he does. I wonder if I could make a religion check to, no, that wouldn't work.
Well, hey, you come from Ilmater, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're up to your eyeballs there. These two are up to their
I
eyeballs.
know. Yeah, but what's your suggestion?
Oh, just that Ilmater's part of the Triad. The Triad makes up part of the Order of the Gauntlet.
I thought the triad was Torm and...
Tormtier and Ilmater.
Oh, okay.
That's the trifecta that I worship.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the commander.
with a
Commander,
heavy
if,
bias towards Tier.
while my compatriots are tended to the more physical needs of your men,
Depends on what I need at the moment.
I'm just curious. You'd be willing to share with me the reason for coming all the way out to this godforsaken place?
Hey, there's more than one god. God's forsaken.
God's forsaken. God's and spiritual power beings?
Well, you are from the mainland, yes?
Yes, spent most of my time there.
There's a plague assailing the world, or were you unaware of that?
No, I am well aware of that. In fact, that's one of the main reasons for my group's out here in this jungle.
We originally were stationed out in Cholt to search for treasures, search for for relics, but with the death plague or whatever they're calling it nowadays, we've been tasked to keep a sharp eye out for any causes or effects for it. So at this point, we are searching the jungle and trying to learn all we can.
Do you have any clues at the moment?
Not at the moment, no.
Can I tell if he's is he telling me straight up or?
Get an inside check if you like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would.
Ask him if he has any idea where the undead are coming from. He's the commander. He might know something.
13.
He doesn't seem to be hedging anything away. He doesn't seem to be.
Yeah. Typical stuff. He's not on it. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like it either needs to be someone making them or like an artifact churning them out.
Do you have at least any idea where they might be coming from? There's an awful lot of them roaming around. It can't be they can't just be springing up out of the ground.
Well, what it seems to be is they seem to travel in packs, maybe picking up more and more as they wander, and then the packs eventually wander across us. Yeah, we have a fight on our hands. Where they're coming directly, have not been able to pinpoint a location or direction to send you in.
All right. I was talking to a few of their men, few of you men, and I just noticed with your camp that the seem to be having a problem keeping dry. Have you thought about elevating anything, like putting it up on stilts or getting stuff off the ground so you can't get so your men can at least get some dryness?
It's not a bad idea. We could send people out to cut more wood. The problem is a lot of the men are pushed already as it is.
Can I cut wood?
Let's see what
You're a strong gentleman, but that's a lot of wood to
A lot
cut.
of wood to cut.
Yeah.
I believe you have cheese.
a lot of the wood that we've cut so far has gone into our
Why
fortification.
don't you set this one out?
But we can work on that next. First was fortifications. Comfort will come when we have time.
Well, one of the. I'm going to be honest with you here, sir. You might not have the time if your men don't get some comfort to them. Okay, I guess that's it. I really don't have anything.
Just kind of burning on both ends, aren't you?
I can't. I just can't.
Okay. So anything else you guys want to complete before?
Before I go to bed, I make sure that everyone who needs wounds healed
That's usually the comfort.
is out of the infirmary. Like, just wounds healed, right? That way, because one of the things they were saying is people can't get good rests and stuff because of that. So if we can get the people who are just wounded, need hit points healed and nothing else, bone set, whatever Cure Wounds takes care of.
Yeah.
I can get that done and get them out of those tents and back into other tents. Then at least the infirmary won't be overcrowding for the next little while Thurk and I take care of the rest.
Should we just say that we're going to spend
2-3 days?
2 or 3 days, and we do a mix of different things, like I'll play in the tents, but also go out and help with survival
If you have
and stuff.
spells remaining, you can help us out in the infirmary too.
I don't have healing.
Oh, you didn't take any healing spells?
No, I
Never
didn't
mind
take
then.
any healing.
Bards don't.
I can do heroism, but that's not going to help.
EQ actually has some spells as well, and she helps where she can.
Okay, cool.
In addition.
If I do heavy metal on their armor, will that dry them out? Anyway.
So the question is, I'm assuming you guys going to set up somewhere in, join them for their meals, that type of thing?
No.
What?
No.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Yeah, and here's the reason, is they keep getting sick. I don't want to eat that food.
That's a good point.
I think we
Well,
can
your
go out.
food, but I mean,
I think Divas.
Oh, yeah.
are you camping in here or are you camping outside?
I'd say we camp outside.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. We camp outside. We are now exposed to anything that is randomly coming by and will come after us first.
And how is that different than ever?
Well, there's a
in here. We're in a
this is
fortification.
this is probably an undead magnet more so than our typical camp would be.
All right. Well played. Well played.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
So I guess we'll camp outside of camp, but we
Whereas
will.
Mark, were you suggesting camping inside?
I was suggesting camping inside. We could also
Yeah.
camp on the doorstep, which is sort of.
No,
No,
I
let's
kind of
camp inside.
like his point. It kind of seems
let's
to be
camp
a,
inside.
Yeah, that's what I don't
Yeah.
know.
We'll keep our own.
Well,
rations,
okay.
though.
Here's a question. Can we go ahead and do it kind of, lead by example? Can we ask the captain to have a small place side aside for us, and we go ahead and build an elevated?
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
Like that's a
Day's
lot of work.
That's
Yeah.
at least a day's worth of work, and
Yes.
all of us are working on it.
Yeah, and
So
we need to rest to recover our
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I still want to have our tents down by the latrines right now. So,
Well, those are down
over
here.
here.
yeah, we're gonna go on the other.
Over by the goat pit.
yeah,
We're by the dead goat. Yeah, the goats that are having issues. I mean,
There's
is that
this grass spot over here.
is that what we think? I mean, is that we're gonna stay,
Yeah.
do some healing, do
Yeah.
some
Yeah, oh, yeah.
some
3 days?
survival.
want to say 3 days?
Just 3 days,
All right, sure.
and I can continue to work on the camp.
Yeah, you guys can work on morale. You guys can work on information gathering and any miscellaneous tasks, and Mark, Dirk and I can work on healing.
I think Divas and I should go out foraging, though, would be my guess, just to make sure that we can.
Just don't wander too far from camp and try fishing.
You're not going to be playing a concert 24/7.
No, that's my
Yeah.
point. But I'm thinking along the lines of let's make sure that let's try not to dig into our own. Let's conserve our own rations. Obviously, we're not going to be able to refill our rations here.
No.
Okay.
So probably that'll be the second, third day. To the end of the first day, though, you guys have kind of thrown everything
Yeah,
you have at
yeah,
the end of the
yeah,
first
yeah.
day. Same watches that you normally run? Are you
Yeah.
running watches?
Yeah,
I think
I'm
we should
gonna
continue to
absolutely.
run watches.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the middle of the
Iku hasn't told us anything about this, by the way. I mean, have we even talked to her?
Yeah, she's with us. I mean,
She's with us. I was
With
wondering
you.
if she has anything with. Well, yes, I know that. But,
She's with you.
we answered a few of the questions, but any questions in particular?
specifically, along the lines of Iku, you're familiar with this terrain and these type of things. Do you have any suggestions for us for how we might help to improve this? Is there anything in specific that you can think of that would?
The only problem you have here is, these men have come in and they've entrenched themselves, and they just live in their own filth piling up right now. Of course, the jungle obviously doesn't want them, and is forced in.
Oh, the jungle doesn't want.
Well, maybe it wants them. Maybe that's the wrong thing, because the undead really aren't of the jungle, but they're in a hostile environment. There is not. You can only do so much in this type of spot. I've seen encampments like this that eventually succumb to disease.
Okay, so let's take a different thing. Are you aware of any practices by which others have kept the undead or the dinosaurs away so that they aren't being continually bombarded by attacks?
Well, you'll have what the goblins you told me about were doing. But I don't think that would work for these guys. No. Making themselves into
No,
I don't think
I
that's
meant more like
as a success. I don't think that's successful long term, or even short term.
they need more sanitation. I think that's.
I think the sanitation is the big thing.
Yeah.
So how do we get drainage?
I would more like to discuss keeping their water pure and maybe keeping the bodies outside farther away from the camp.
Well, but the latrines are still here.
No, I thought these were the latrines.
Those are the
Okay, sorry. But with the latrines are still within the camp where they are,
Yeah.
and they're bleeding over, there's not any way they're going to get... So, honestly, I think the latrines probably need to be moved out of camp, would be my other suggestion. Somewhere downstream. But,
Downstream and at least 200 feet away from
yeah.
water.
And 200 feet away from anything else that's around
I
there.
should put the trains like way back there.
Again, if they start having soldiers walking 15, 20 minutes to go
I
to the bathroom,
agree.
they're going to not be coming back.
Yeah.
Agreed, but I mean, man,
Free fast food.
there's that too.
All
All
right.
right, so
evening, second watch. You get woken
Oh,
up
that's me.
by shouts.
Oh.
Shouts
here it
around
comes, yeah.
camp. There is a couple of the individuals who are at watch in the towers. Have started to shout about, and you probably want to move Divas into the camp. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
about
Yeah, you are still out there.
Midnight
You're-
walk.
and
Well, technically, we were sleeping over here.
multiple undead are seen pushing out of the forests, well, the forest jungle, out of the jungle towards the camp.
Zambos.
Zambos!
All right. So we hear this.
Hey, whoever that is, I like that mini.
This one?
No, this one.
Yeah, that's actually the one I usually use.
Can we tell from where we're standing which ones are raising the most? I mean, which ones are raising the alarm as far as which platforms are?
I wake everyone
When
up.
one platform starts shouting, it gets started to shout around, and people are waking up in camp and starting to come out and get more involved. Go ahead and we'll do this off of initiative just because it'll be easiest. Divas?
21.
Do I get any sort of bonus to my initiative since I was the one awake on watch?
Nice.
Sure,
You
roll
don't need
advantage.
I don't need it. 19. I rolled a 20.
19.
That's my third natural 20 tonight.
Okay.
That actually ties up my natural 20s and natural 1s.
23.
23.
Uh,
Divas, you were what, 21?
21.
Okay. Exter?
9.
Apparently I number this wrong.
Aldebert?
Paying attention.
Correct.
15.
15.
There is a jar of green sand behind you on the shelf.
Yeah, this?
Yep. I said I need fidget toys.
Yep.
Okay.
What is that stuff?
Kinetic sand.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's the captain or the commander, or is that just no? The
Those are
veterans.
troops.
Okay.
Those are troops.
Oh, wait a minute. I just had a thought.
Well,
There's something here drawing.
well, that was another thing I was wondering too.
Not just the camp, but what if there's like an artifact here? Drawing them in.
Okay.
On top.
Thurrock. Top of the round. What?
Alright, well, he's going to shrug his way out of the tent, and the first thing he's going to do is... I guess I can't see over the wall, so it doesn't really matter, but I am going to cast Bless on this guy, that guy, and that guy.
Now remember, your spells are still the ones, or you're still.
You still don't
We
have
have
that
it
full
covered.
coverage.
Oh, in that case, I have no spells. So,
Yeah. So,
So
you're-
that's
zero
what it
spells,
shows.
so it's cantrip time.
So I have my
Third
one roll
is...
spell.
Nope, sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll double move. 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. And go up there.
Hey, Divas.
Cast from the top
Is
of the
this
wall.
a raised platform that
It
can see over
is.
the wall section?
Alright, guys, I'm sorry. No healing for you.
Looks like he might be in range.
Oh, you guys. Oh, I thought that was. You couldn't see over the wall.
That's
It's
what
a
this
raised
is a raised-
platform.
Oh, you're on the raised platform. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Why did it
what
walk so far?
Well, you wanted to protect it. Really? Okay, that's a miss.
Are you sure? Did you roll?
Oh.
Was it a nat 1? Wow.
I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 20.
Oh.
Well, okay then.
So you're about on par with me. Every time you roll a 1, you roll a 20. Every time you roll a 20, you're going to roll a 1.
Any of
Alright.
the zombies have
So
ranged
2
weapons?
dice, right?
I don't believe so. Doesn't look like they do.
8, so that's just 11 damage.
Which one did you target?
You're good, Ash. You're good, little two shoes.
Balbron.
I think I'm actually going to follow Divas' thing for now.
Do you have a ranged weapon, Tom?
10.
Like a
Can I get
crossbow?
there? 30.
Sweet.
And I'll actually target the same one with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
It's 120 feet, so I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Perfect.
Does not.
2 damage.
Pew, pew, pew.
Cantrips get better at 5th, 11th, and 16th, I think. All I know is next level I'll be able to add my charisma modifier to Eldritch Blast, and that's nice.
I want to play Warlock now. I never really got to play Izzy. Too much.
Alright, so that was Balbron. So we're on zombies!
Wow, they
Brains. Look, climbing that, you bonesman. Man, they just cored right through that chasm
And the spikes.
and the
So this is a incline, so it's not a chasm.
Oh, it isn't?
Actually, is that which side?
It looks like it goes
you're
down and then up.
Right, it goes down and then up.
Yeah.
So these are counting as rough terrain for them.
Okay. Wow, zombies move fast.
This is
And that's all they're doing.
That's all they're doing. This itself is going to be for mounted charging type beasts, and that is going to have bigger things.
I see.
Is,
Like Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
yes.
Brontosauruses.
Stegosauri.
Thago wielders.
But that's about all those guys are managing. All the rest.
Albert.
Bert.
Just call him Bert.
Bert.
Don't call him Bert. Ernie.
Albert and again.
I guess I'm going to concentrate where we are instead of. I want to go over there, but there's, I think, enough troops to go that way. So, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish, whatever, right there, kind of it evens up.
I don't think you can occupy the same space as another dude.
I guess I'll go here, and then I'll try to make it onto the platform the next round. Oh, wait. I'll just double move. I'll dash since I can't do anything else. And, tell this guy to scoot over.
Shove him out of the way. Get out of the way. I'm better than you.
I'm higher level.
And go there.
Do you know who I am?
We used to say in our 4th edition campaign, I'm Paragon, damn it! And then later it was, I'm Epic, damn it!
I'm immortal. Get out of the way.
So the guards. They have long pikes and stuff, so they're running up to help those guys. Attack. Yes. Oh, that side.
Stuff. But
The cameras isn't moving.
What?
That camera.
which cameras? It's not. Well, that's because we're looking at the stream.
It's moving. See me moving my arms? Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, all of those cameras are moving. They're just here. I want you to switch.
Oh, are they delayed?
Yeah, they're delayed.
Moving much. Okay.
Okay.
So,
All right.
see, now watch. This is not delayed.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
It's okay.
You hear a roar coming out of the jungle,
Oh, no.
and this gigantic, multi-armed beast comes charging.
Multi-armed. Ah! One of those things.
Oh no, a tardigrade.
Tardigrade.
A what?
It's a water bear. Look out.
It's probably from Mars.
Tardigrade. I'll have to explain it better than I can.
Micro.
15, 20, 25.
I think in D&D they're called Gorillians.
They're called Grillians.
How? I mean, is this taller than the wall, or
The wall comes to about, so the wall is about your guys' height. So the wall's like that,
Mm-hmm.
which comes to about his waist.
So he's
So
so,
it's
we would
arms.
easily be able to see him over this, correct?
Oh, yes.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh, me without any healing. Oh my gosh.
We'll be fine.
I have a healing potion. That's all I have.
Okay, so that one over at the wall there,
These soldiers have been doing it without healing for a while now.
Then look what about them. They're also all sick and poopy.
it starts with its. It reaches to its arms and grabs one of the guys and takes him up, and it bites right into the middle of it and throws him over
This
off of.
is not looking good.
Soldier 7, no!
No.
I ain't healing that!
And then the other two arms start striking
Why
this
isn't he
other
attacking
one.
the zombies?
Foes net. Ooh, what, the Grillion?
Yeah.
Those are zombie Grillions.
Oh, they're undead Grillians. Okay. I didn't.
You do have turn undead.
I do. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna oh, they got bony arms.
Yes, in little pits. If I painted
Yeah, I
them,
think
got a chance to
that's-
paint them, they'd be even better.
I'm definitely hearing your.
The sound of turn undead.
I hear
Okay.
the sound of turn undead.
Exeter. The guards in the camp are screaming and yelling. Obviously, they haven't seen things like this before.
Oh, God.
Neither have we. Calm your down.
Calm your.
I started to say calm your
Can't do
something
it.
else, but I
Can't do
didn't.
it. No, he's
PG,
not yet.
right?
All right. So
Calm your memories.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
Calm your. So.
All right,
Calm the
so-
calamities that are your memories.
let's do dash. 50. I can't reach him. I want to go like right about
Let's be fair.
here.
There's no such
Okay.
thing as a calamitous memory.
So you want to go like right here?
Yeah, if
Ever
it's
see
if
Chesty
that's
Wood?
within 50,
Are you
So-
after him?
I'm going to be, but I have to dash to get there because I'm only at 25. It's
So
not movement.
we
So
may
I'll do
want
50.
to, let's see, 10,
Turn undead.
But you can fire a crossbow pretty far.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, you said?
Yeah, let's do
That would give you range because this is going to actually block line of sight because that's an elevated. Well, just because of how the platform is.
Well, it'll give me good covering place. No, what I'm looking to do. So then, is that within 30 feet? Can I dash and cast the same?
5, 10, 15,
Only
20,
if
25, 30.
Only if the spell is a bonus action.
I don't think it is.
Dashing takes your main action, which is most of your spell casting and attacking and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do a cantrip either. I guess that's it for me. So I do have a purpose though.
All right, round
Go.
2. Right?
Yes, round 2.
The
Oh boy. All right. Oh, she's gonna get on top of the map. Let's see.
Oh, that's me. Jeez.
Oh, excellent. He would be in range. Okay. Let's see. Saving throw. What is the DC for turn undead?
Same as your spells.
Spells? Oh, 13. Really?
It's almost always universally your save DC
All right.
can be 8 plus whatever.
So he's going to get up here. My pants are falling down. Jeez.
You did climb the stairs or the ladder just now.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes that can make them slow.
So I am going to present my shield with the symbol of the hands of Ilmater and call out into the night for them to turn back in the name of the wounded one. And, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, these 3 and this thing.
Okay.
And possibly, I don't know, 5. No, not these 3. So these 3 and this thing need to all make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And wisdom saving throw DC 13?
Yep.
So, for that one.
Yay! Yay! Oh, come on, come on, come on!
Good.
No!
13, 15, 16. These guys are there so that it would be 13, 14.
Wait.
Wait, no, these two turned.
These 2 are turned, these 2 are fine.
I gave him 2. No, okay.
Yeah, you rolled.
I rolled twice for him.
Oh, why?
He's fine twice because I thought he was 2 guys.
Oh, okay. But so these 2 are fine and these 2 are turned.
Yes.
Oh, dang it. I wanted to get the big guy. What do I get? Too bad I can't concentrate on a greater turning. Well, that's all my actions I can take this round. So,
Davis.
Alright, so he sees that the one that he was shooting a moment ago seems to have lost its will to fight. Therefore, he will... That guy's probably too far away, and...
Firebolt? Or are you crossbowing?
Yeah, I think I'm crossbowing. So I will crossbow him twice. Well, it's a hand crossbow, so I'm not super long range.
So I'm pretty much good to shoot whoever.
Alright.
But you,
Okay, that's a 17. 18. So that's a hit. That might not be. That's a 10. Is that a hit?
Regular zombie, yes it is.
You can fire up to 120 with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, 30.
What disadvantage?
30 or 30 without, 120 with.
Okay, so I was correct. I should probably shoot that. Okay, total damage
It's actually pretty bad for a ranged weapon.
11.
This is a hand
Okay.
crossbow. You can't
To
put one
zombie?
behind it.
Yes.
He does still get a fire twice.
Alright. Volderund.
Alright, so yeah, I see that guy
Going through my bolts.
coming. And I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at this one.
It's like the end of 13th Warrior. Oh, there do I see my father.
Yeah.
3 hit.
Yes.
Gosh, that's a good movie.
That is
Okay,
such a
6
good movie.
damage.
To
Him.
Okay.
It's force, if that matters. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll start
Come
with
with me, dwarf.
Out of the way.
You'll have to toss me.
And I think that's it. Good enough.
Zombis. And people see they're shambling away, and someone's like, "No, someone turned them! They always come back with more!"
Oh, Jesus! Oops!
We all kind of slowly turn and look at exit, or turn and look at the.
Alright. Really?
This one,
Oh, yeah, blame me!
We all thought it was a good idea at the time, too. Don't worry about it.
You should turn him! Turn! Why did you do that?
these guys have been working to try to crawl up the
Palisade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alderaan. Albert.
I'm gonna go ahead and try stabbing that zombie right there.
Zambi! Some Zambos!
And
Some hot Zams. Some Zimzams.
does a 18 hit?
It does indeed.
Oh, what
I
I was going to look at cautious. I was going to look at DC.
Wait, is that 90 or 60?
Hey, mom, both.
What? It's
Did you say is that a 90 or a 60?
that.
Look what side the zero's on.
Yeah.
So that's just okay. So 9, and then I'm gonna hit him with the halberd butt for. Oh, I need to move up.
Cheerio. Or something. Hello.
Does a 10 hit him?
Yes.
So you did 9 damage.
And then 6 bludgeoning damage.
Still up.
And I'm gonna be like, good luck, lads. I think you guys are over here. I'm gonna go help out on that west wall. I'm gonna start making my way over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I better try and lure those zombies back.
Guard moves over to there.
Yeah, you
where he
better
can,
use that.
tries to shoot on that zombie. Hits. Alright, so DC 10. Zombie does not go down.
Attach a rope to my heart.
Pull it back.
That'd be pretty dope.
Never throw.
Never throw your weapon, Thracian. Thracian.
Who's Thracian?
He's yeah.
He
is
Spartacus.
It is a race of people.
It is, yeah.
In
It's
what?
Greeks.
Greece.
In the TV series Spartacus.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like, well, it's-
Oh, you mean Spartacus. I thought you were saying he's a Sparkus. And I was like, it's a race of people.
Those guys over there. There's
Who's
too
a
many guys to
Spartacus?
deal with at this
It's
point.
what?
The
Okay.
Thracians were a race of people in Greece. West of Greece.
Where's the commander?
Let's see. We need some.
Where is the
He's
commander?
right here.
He's out.
No, that's not the commander.
Well,
That's
he's hanging out
that
with
was
the
this one for the commander. The monk for the commander.
He's hiding with the goats.
Bolstering the troops wherever from one of these.
yeah, you know, not doing anything.
Bolting the
himself.
troops?
And-
Bolstering the
bolt.
troops.
Give it a
Doing the monk pose. I don't know. You know, commander.
Oh god, he's pulling a Joe.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna spend 2 rounds climbing to the top of this
This thing easily climbs to the top.
Yeah, no
Okay,
surprise.
now is it perched on the top at this point?
It climbs up and it's on the top. Yes.
Yes!
We got this. Maybe.
You got this.
Let's see.
Or do you
2 and a 2, those are misses. 14, that's a hit. Nat 20, that's a hit.
Oh
And then
no.
you fight attack. 12, that's a hit. So, I'll just wipe off the rest of these and be done with
Both
it.
of them?
Well, yeah, he has 4 arm attacks and a bite attack.
Not Soldier 4, Soldier 5, and Soldier 6.
Oh my
For Sailor One!
For Sailor
Yeah!
One! That's exactly right.
Hello there, do I see Soldier One? For Sailor One.
I'm getting little flashbacks here,
I'm gonna
guys.
attack him.
It's making
Tom, I'm gonna attack him!
I'm gonna wreck it.
I'm gonna wreck it.
So do you make them hold in position when you hit?
Yeah, I do. That's a 19 hit.
It does.
Oh, there do I see Soldier One.
Okay, that's 4 slashing damage.
4 slashing.
When we get our awesome superhero base.
Okay. So
Okay,
you
alright.
stop him in his tracks as he's coming up over there.
Right.
Okay, Exeter.
All right. 1, 2,
My
3,
plan
4,
of I
5.
guess I'm facing off against the
1, 2,
gorilla now.
3. Yes, he's within range. All right.
Troll.
We're going to go ahead and try doing Tasha's Hideous Laughter
Okay.
on the 4-armed beast.
Hey, come on.
Oh, my freaking...
Wait, I don't think you roll.
Oh, I don't. You're right. It's a DC. I'm sorry.
What's the DC? 13?
It's just a wisdom check. That's what it says.
So that would be 8 plus your casting modifier, which is charisma if you're a bard, plus your proficiency, which I believe is 2.
I have proficiency 2. I have charisma.
Usually 13.
So that'd be a 13. Yeah.
16.
No. That's okay.
Sorry, guys.
No, that's
That's
okay. That would have had him
That's
fall
a
over.
really
Possibly.
good idea.
Possibly
It's on
onto
me,
the
I
floor.
guess.
Round 3.
Wait. Bonus action. I can still try to shoot him.
No, unfortunately, the talent works. You have to fire your weapon to get the bonus, to unlock the bonus action to fire again.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind then. All right.
Yeah,
So,
it's kind of the downside. Bonus action economy is weird, where you have a
we're going to try
stimulus
that again if he
response.
doesn't stay. If he stands on there, I'm not sure.
All right. As much, I'm assuming it's my turn now.
Thurrock, it is. indeed.
As much as I really would like to get in on this Gorillion, I don't want those zombies coming back with friends. So
+3/+2.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this one.
Okay.
Can you make a save, please? A Wisdom save.
What?
I'm sorry, Dex save, but yeah.
That spell too.
All right. Then he takes.
That's a cantrip.
Yeah.
I wish I had.
He takes 5 radiant damage, and it's no longer turned.
So we'll have one running out to go ahead and get reinforcements. That's what's happening.
Nope. No, I'm gonna go for the other one next.
Okay.
Even if he moves 30 feet away, he'll still be in range.
Alright, then Divas will shoot the other one.
Yeah, go Divas.
Okay. So that's a 21 hits, I assume. That
I've
misses
got
no matter
nothing
what.
left but cantrips.
Okay.
What?
So I've got nothing left but cantrips.
He takes 4 damage.
Yeah, but he's not turned anymore.
But
That's
he's
the
not
thing.
turned anymore.
You may have just saved this entire,
Yeah.
From the peril that I put it under.
Game over.
honest mistake.
Yeah.
So can I see? Yeah, well, let's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I think it's just standing water.
I wanna
They can
say-
move through that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Eldritch Blast!
Eldritch Smite.
I will eventually Eldritch Smite. 8 plus 6 is 14. Is 14 hit?
It does.
Sweet. Take your 6 damage.
Full fingers.
And at this point, I will pull out my shield. Or pull out my sword. I've been running around with my shield out pointing at people.
No, I like to think that your Eldritch Blast now takes the form of Gambit-style playing cards.
Zombies finish their progression to the top of there.
Zombies are good climbers,
These
apparently.
ones. But to go 2 turns.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than I could do.
15, 20, 25.
Took him 12 seconds to climb a wall, and it would take me like 5 minutes.
And this one's up there. It attacks. And
I guess you don't, Scotland lads.
It's him for 2. Okay. Now the guards. That guard strikes, misses. These guards over here rush up with their weapons
To be eaten on the head again.
to attack that thing.
Where's aid when we need it? Or
Yes.
blast?
Okay. More damage to that one.
Should have used all my spells.
No, this is a good intention for what you're trying.
These guys
I would not be surprised
are
to lose somebody in this fight.
very themselves
We'll
over
lose the
there.
captain.
This one's moved over there.
Lose the captain, then we go.
Over there. Okay.
Look at me.
Uh-huh.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You were the
Brilliant
captain. Make it happen.
zombies. Okay. Tom. let's
My
take-
turn?
Well, no. You got a Grillian zombie in your face.
He moved. He moved.
He moved
I don't
5,
think-
but he's within his reach.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't
Oh,
think you
right.
can do anything about it, right? Because you didn't back up on your turn.
When was my turn?
We missed you. We had zombie. Aldebrecht should have gone before the guards. Your turn.
Oh,
You're
crap.
completely correct.
How dare you?
No, I see how it is.
There's a lot of cards
Yeah,
up in
I get it.
fairness. There's a lot of crap going on.
Wow. Guess what? I'm just
Yeah,
getting
dude.
distracted.
Do you want to? If you like, you're staring at my sand.
Okay.
This
So
is like a level 7.
Take a hit,
plus
pass it down.
maybe 8
I'm
Or
going to
Say this is a level 7.
cluster. Maybe level 8 or 11.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do hold on.
This is straight up a
Yes.
level 20 cluster.
I'm going to double check on the big chungus there.
I'm not the only
Does
one.
14 hit him?
It does.
Heckin' undead chunker.
Got a little zombie armor classes.
Yeah.
And he,
Not the
he
strength,
takes
though.
7 slashing
It'd
damage.
be nice if we, didn't have people rolling a 1 2 rounds in a row.
Does 16.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move. And hold the corner.
Alright.
Hold the line, boy.
We've done our guards. Excuse me. We've done our guards.
I'm gonna attack him. Wait, what?
You are the living gates of Thermopylae.
So 8? Does an 8 hit him?
Yeah, but I'm wondering why you're using. Well, an 8
Oh,
would hit. But I was wondering why you're using that dice
Because
for
I'm
your
retarded.
attack roll.
Function.
5.
That doesn't hit either.
Doesn't hit either. Good. Cool. So that's bad.
That's bad. What's your AC again?
16.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
I think I know who we're gonna lose.
Uh-oh! No.
I have seen your death, boy.
See, all I need to see to know what happens here. It's
Nay.
not good. That's
Were you
for
using your bonus action to hit him twice, or are
He
you,
uses his arm attack.
were you using your bonus action?
AC 16, yes?
Oh, God.
AC 16.
Listen to that.
AC 16.
Yes.
Are you sure? AC 16? Oh!
I didn't put it there.
None!
Oh, you did? I took none damage.
Doesn't work that way.
Damn it.
Reroll. Put it in the tower. Out the devil's mouth.
I know who's sending
I didn't
shit
know
down my dice tower again.
Gideon?
Yeah. Well, he sends everything. What was it? He came up, he just. I asked him about dice and he breaks into tears. So he sent a door down that and it didn't go out. So he starts sending dice after it. And then he sent my metal dice after it. And I come in, it's jammed up.
Oh, did you know his
So,
his character in Final Fantasy, his Gunbreaker, is level 800,
yes.
and he beat the final boss in one hit.
So it sounds like Gideon. So his melee attacks are going to be a +6 to hit.
Oh. So
16, one miss. So
Oh!
one miss on the melee attack. So let me get the damage. Damage, you know. We've got to do the damage. The damage though isn't too bad. It's only
I've got a good heal. I've got 1 heal left.
it's only
Yeah.
We're gonna need
What do you have?
Cure light wounds.
Just cure wounds.
Cure wounds, sorry.
Oh.
Well, it's cure light wounds.
Isn't it like maximized?
It will, so if I cast it as a warlock spell, it's always match you with.
It's only 1d4 plus 4.
Always my highest.
Only 1d4 plus
So I
4.
really shouldn't use d4s in there. That doesn't really work as well. Okay, so we'll
But it
just
doesn't
do
matter because all my spells are level 1.
Alright, so
Not just
we'll
like
do it together.
satisfying.
8. So 8 damage plus 5 damage brings us to 13 plus 8 more.
21.
So 21 from its claws. And just for good measure, it bites you
Oh, almost crit.
for 6 damage.
27 damage in a single. Oh. That would have put me on the floor.
I'm envisioning him in like picking up and like slamming me and throwing me into things.
How much
You
do
just
have
got
left?
Donkey Konged.
Seriously, how much do you have left? I mean, at this point.
4.
I'm fine!
Alright.
Cutie God.
Well, I'll see that's exactly it.
Exeter.
Oh no, we gotta.
Okay, well,
I've
all
got
right.
an idea.
Ow!
I'm gonna toss you that
Yeah,
one,
that-
I think, because we gotta get him free.
We gotta focus fire on
Oh, wait, I didn't do this guy over here. I didn't do that.
He's gonna do. I'm gonna go get a drink. Maybe I'll call him.
Yes,
What do you want?
water, please.
I guess I'll take a Coke.
Where's the water?
Yeah, I'll take a Coke.
Yeah, I'm done. Now it's Exeter's turn.
We have
All
water
right.
bottles.
I don't know. Amy,
I don't know why we're
probably
rolling.
she does.
Okay.
Tasha's hideous laughter on that
Just
guy.
out of the box.
All right.
Or do we have
13 wisdom save.
The water in the fridge is good.
Okay.
Where do you want to drink?
I am good, and I just rolled an
Do you
18.
want to drink, Ray?
I'm sorry, Ray.
Yeah, give me
Yes.
something stronger
The
than
jokes
Gatorade.
on me.
Bring down the rum
No,
while you're at
that's
it.
fine. Yeah, literally just another
We
Gatorade.
need the rum, guys. They're at
Is it my turn? Oh, crap.
Yeah, take your turn and then go.
round 4. Things are looking at its darkest. Maybe it's a light or the dawn.
Sorry,
I've got an
man.
idea.
Dang.
Show us the dark
That's
before the
fine, that's
dawn.
fine.
No,
That's fine.
no, it's not, because you're about ready to get 5.
Don't worry,
Dude,
I
if
will
I
get
get
Tom.
splatted, I get to make a new character.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true, but
I mean, my next character is going to be a Tabaxi monk if I die, so.
I'm going with Warlock. I might double Warlock, but I'm gonna like to go with like a.
Oh,
lesser Warlock.
this one needs to make a wisdom save,
Oh,
please.
let's not pick
The big chungus.
yet.
Which one?
Big chungus. This one.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm just-
DC 13?
DC 13 wisdom save.
No. 12 total.
Wow! 9 damage in radiant.
Okay.
And I'm out. I'll be right back.
You too. Over there. Evis.
Okay.
Kill it like
You wanna
the
try?
rest. No, I might just have it. Like with kinetic sand.
Actually, Divas is worried about our group getting flanked, so he's going to keep attacking these guys over here.
That's wise.
Start with. There's one that's already pretty much to the top of the wall, right? So he's going to get 2 bolts. Really?
Oh my god!
Huh.
It's like your dice are like, hey, you get 1 every turn.
Yeah, apparently. So he's going to take 5 damage.
Do I have anything to heal?
You have potions.
Do I?
Oh, you have Second Wind, which is a bonus action.
Well, I was going to say, I can come up to you and try to hit you with heroism, but it's only going to give you +3 at each.
No, I've got an idea. It's not a bright one because you're not. So here's
Well,
the
first
thing.
off, fight defensively.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Tom,
we're-
That was my plan.
Here's my plan. My plan. You're not going to be getting a heal this round, okay, from me. But I'm going to run up and put myself between you and the Gorillion and
Okay.
make me his target. Okay.
Okay.
So.
I'm just going to, we're going to start.
But wait, but then he'll attack you,
Right.
and your AC is what?
18. But more importantly is I'll have an action.
I can heal, action surge, and hit him.
Correct. Well, I think action surge specifies that you do have to make a melee attack, but I'm not
Well, whoever's in front of the Gorillion should really be
fighting
dodging.
defensively. That's why I'm doing it, right? Because his actions are going to be spent better, you know.
Oh, now I see what you're saying. Okay, that.
My idea was I was wondering if I could kite him, but if I rolled a 2, it doesn't really work.
No.
All right. Who's up? Evis did 5 damage to the skeleton at the top of the wall on this side.
Valbrand.
That one over there?
My gosh.
Men do against such reckless hate.
So I'm putting myself between those two.
Okay.
and I'm going to bang my sword on my shield and yell out at him, and use my action to dodge.
Okay.
Okay? So he has disadvantage to hit me.
Okay. Zombies!
Oh god.
Oh, shoot.
One on that guy. Yes.
Don't fit. You know what? This guy's been failing me a little
That
bit.
guy goes down wounded.
Mark, you should really switch dice too. You've rolled
True.
like several ones.
Yes.
And in fact, that's actually.
Actually, those guys just got to the wall,
Red
so they're
ones.
working
Maybe I
their way
should
up
use
the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So these are
These
player
guys are down on the other
These are
side.
player dice. That's the problem we've got here. Yep. Nope. I see it.
Okay. Albert.
Okay. I get opportunity attacks. That guy. And just that guy. The middle guy. Not the middle guy. Not that. Nope. Nope. Just him.
Because that one's within his 10-foot reach.
Big money, no whammies. I'll take it. 18.
That'll work.
Can I get a not percentile D10? Give me some good.
I don't use these
Yeah, okay.
for anything.
5 slashing damage on him.
Hey.
Can we just keep being like the 50 other?
Oh, and then it is my turn. Okay. Yeah. So So did we figure out if action surge is
Action surge is as on your turn, you just have the bonus action.
just have
There's
the
no-
bonus?
The trigger is you being a fighter.
Right. I can just action surge and then go again. Okay.
Well, action surge or second wind?
Action surge.
Action surge is free. It's just free. You can do it.
Okay. The second one's a bonus
Second
action.
wind is a bonus action that you can do. So normally bonus actions have a stimulus and a response, right?
Yeah.
And the when you do this, then you get then you can use your bonus action to do this.
Yeah.
The when you can do this is when you are a fighter, you can.
Okay. My question is, would it be better to?
Alright.
So I could hit him.
That is terrifying. Mark just grabbed new dice, and his first roll was a 1.
Of course.
Dude, no, that's not.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
Why
like
do you
this.
guys always blame the
Okay,
dice? The
so-
probability field
Because that's how it
exists
works.
around us. Sorry.
That guy's not moving. I could hit Gorilla Man.
Yeah, dude, take out Gorilla Man's.
Take out Gorilla Man.
Yeah.
We've got to work on Gorilla Man.
But here's the problem: is you only get one bonus action. So how are you going to use it? Are you going to second wind? Are you going to assume your defensive stance? Or are you going to give him the butt? Because this is where bonus actions start to become tricky. Because you have 3 100% viable options there,
There's some water bottles for you.
and all of them are like dang.
What I
Thank you
miss?
very much.
I sat down to Jordan.
We're
I sat down to
We're
Jordan.
trying to-
Mark.
trying to figure out how do we save our.
Okay. I think I got it. Nobody talk to me. I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay. hold on.
Okay, pull on.
I gotta break this down, otherwise I'm not gonna keep it in my head. Okay, so
Interposed himself.
I'm gonna hit. Then I'm going to second wind.
You don't get a second bonus action when you action surge, just so you know.
I don't get a second bonus action.
You only get one bonus action regardless.
So I have to use my second as the bonus action for the heal.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay.
One more fine for the road.
That's fine. That's all fine. Everything's fine now.
How are you?
Here. We're all fine here. Okay, I'm gonna hit second wind and then action surge, and then hit Gorilla Man's again, and then move.
That's that.
That gets it.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gorilla Man's going down.
Hit second wind.
Not yet.
9 plus 5 is 14.
Yes.
Okay, cool. 5 slashing damage. I'm gonna second wind. How much is that healing for?
1d10 plus your fighter level.
Or nothing.
Just
6 hit points.
6 hits, so that gives me 6. So I'm back. I'm to 21 now,
That's-
or minus 21. Minus 21. So I have 10 hit
He's got
points.
10 hit points. Yeah.
I'm not as dead. Now I'm gonna action.
Got better.
What?
I got better.
Oh, better.
I'm not feeling as bad. So then I'm going to action surge,
Okay, which gives you another action.
and then I'm going to attack Gorilla Man's again. That hits him, I'm assuming.
Are you a champion or are you a battle master?
Battlemaster.
You should be using your battle dice. Your parries and your ripostes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
What do I have? I have.
Yeah, Tom.
Especially right now.
I don't think you parried anything the last time, though.
It's combat precision attack riposte. I have. I'm gonna hit him and let me see how this works. I'm gonna trip attack him.
Yes.
What? You might be a little bigger than that gorilla, but you know.
Yeah.
But
It's how it feels right now.
it fits.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superior die to attempt to knock down the target. You add the superior die to the target's damage roll. Sweet. And if the target is larger or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you knock the target prone. Okay, so superiority die are d6.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
Okay.
right.
So I got a 19 plus 5 is
That's your damage, or that's your attack roll.
that's your attack roll, and then and then I add this to the damage roll.
Yeah, so d10 plus d6.
Okay, so now I got to roll for damage, right?
Yep. Plus your d6.
Plus my d6.
There you go.
11 plus 3 is 14 damage. And then he needs to make a strength saving throw.
The DC is
How do I
That's
determine?
like 8 plus 2 plus your 8 plus your proficiency mod,
It's
which is plus
13.
2. So
13.
22.
that's okay.
Shit.
You still did a lot of damage.
Okay, and then I am going to
How
move
much damage did you just do? 14?
14.
Move away from the skeletons if you can.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so we're kind of, okay, you are, I don't know how to make sense of this because you're kind of like halfway in between.
He's in this square.
He's in
Yeah,
that
there
square,
we go. Yeah.
That's right there.
but he's kind of in between. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go through him, but you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Move. Yeah. Shoot.
Could I scoot behind Valbrand?
Through tents. I know I saw other people.
Can I just like
through
bomb
tents.
through like here?
Yeah, you can rip through the tent.
Okay, I'm going to like kind of like shove my way over and get here. I can still guard Valbrand.
And I'm between you and the
Yeah, you're between me and
gorilla man.
the Gorillamans.
All right.
I think that's it. Okay, what's my turn?
Good turn.
You think?
I think so.
Is it dead yet?
No, nowhere near.
I mean, it's dead.
Is it bloodied?
Is it more dead?
It's bloodied.
More parts of it have
I
fallen.
do miss that from the computer version. I got to see how close to dying they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it heavy damage or was it?
More
Seriously,
parts
is there
are
metal-
falling
is
off.
there metal in here?
Okay, can one of his arms fall off? So we
Yeah,
can
that'd be nice.
attack off.
Yeah.
You sever his lower 2 arms.
We disarmed him. Okay, so now my Gorillians. We'll start with Volbron.
He has disadvantage on all attacks against me.
Okay.
Does he really? Why?
Because I'm dodging.
Oh,
I literally ran up, put
And
myself
dodge.
in between him, and then instead of attacking, I dodged.
What's your AC?
18.
Alright, let's do these ones.
I think for his purpose, he's very handy.
Come on.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Well done, by the way.
Take that 9.
So 17. So first
I'll
one
see myself out. I think I
Wait, you said plus 6,
The
right?
fat
Next
controller
one's a
laughed.
miss.
I think
You are wrong.
used all my ammunition on the GI joke.
Next one's a miss. Got a light disadvantage.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it
do.
saved you every
Next
time.
one's a miss.
Oh, that one would have missed.
And then the bite.
Claw bite.
Miss.
Claw
You're
tail.
18, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Woo!
There you go.
Oh,
He didn't hit you?
You didn't hit me.
No, you're not blocking. You're doing the matrix dodge. Like,
Oh, no, I'm blocking. He's probably getting
Dang
a
it.
good hit.
Hi, George.
Okay,
Hi, George.
guys, remember
George,
getting
no!
flanked. We're getting flanked like nobody's business.
Yeah, that's a big problem here.
Have I blown my reaction yet?
You have not blown your reaction.
I'd like to use my reaction.
To do what?
Attack Gorilla Mans.
That attacked Valbrand.
Yep.
Attack someone
When a creature Sentinel, when a creature within melee range of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use a reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
He can only do that once per round period because it's a reaction. He can make infinite attacks opportunity as long as he spends his bonus action on his
18.
turn to assume the stance. That's the tricky bit.
And
It does in his case with Sentinel. Or with Polearm Master, sorry. Polearm Master states that if a monster enters your reach as opposed to leaving your reach, it provokes an attack of opportunity. So, yeah. It's quite nasty.
oh, that just adds that. I'm gonna go for trip attack again. Dang it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and trip that.
Can you trip attack as part of your Sentinel match action?
Yes, because it's just on an attack.
So I've spent 2 superiority die. So 6. Oh, so hold on. Oh, 7 damage.
Okay.
And then he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so first con save. So 7 damage. So
Oh.
DC 12 con,
Oh God! He
which he makes because you knocked him below 0. So he makes a con save of 5
Awesome.
plus the damage taken, and if he passes it, he's at 1 hit point.
Okay. All right.
So, Marshall, this is where you come in.
Unfortunately, it's a saving throw.
So now he
okay.
failed
But
the trip attack.
Statistically,
Nice.
he has the
not
same
prone,
chance of
yes.
failing a saving throw
Yes,
as you do
he's
to
not
hit with an
prone.
attack. It's just
Okay.
the difference of who's rolling dice.
nice.
And he had,
Actually, believe it or not, that is actually the one time it's bad. Oh wait, no, Marshall's is a saving throw. Never mind.
Exeter.
all right, we're going to go this freaking one more time. Tasha's hideous laughter on that beast.
Okay.
I say get the one that's up.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
Oh,
you
yeah. I thought you pointed
13, you had to get a 13.
Yeah.
So, yay. Go fall on your booty, big, ugly thing.
Does he fall backwards onto the spikes?
That was what I was trying to go for. I think he's gotten too far.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gotten
gone
too far.
far.
If they'd gotten the first time I did it, yes.
well, I
it
mean,
would
the
have happened.
fence is kind of spiky. Isn't it?
All right, and then I guess that's it. That's all I've got.
Okay.
I've blown
He's prone, and on his turn, he will
Stop.
save, and if he saves, he can get back up. All right. So now we are at round 5, and the tide seems to be turning. Ish.
This is darkest dungeon. The tide
All right.
is turning.
I mean, you know, have
All right.
Do we look to the east?
Yes,
Juliet is the sun, and also Gandalf. I turn to this thing, and I'm like, "Return to dust, foul beast!" And I cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
Need a saving throw, Dex save, or Wisdom save. I'm sorry.
Okay, 19.
Ooh, damn.
Did you take any damage from him?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
That's my entire turn.
And it lands 3 feet to the right. We're like,
No, it didn't miss. It didn't miss. He shrugged it off.
Divas is still worried about these zombies making their way over the wall. So, starting with you.
Anyone else knows that Divas is staying all the way the heck away from where we are?
Well, if I got any closer, I'd have to get down. All right, does a
He needs a box.
10 hit?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, nice. So
It was
you
11.
literally, okay.
And then that's a hit. Okay. Damage is... the first hit does 6 damage.
Okay.
Second hit does 8 damage.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Oberon.
Do you want me to do you want me to do radiant damage, Marshall, at the cost of my only spell slot?
No.
No? Alright, well, he's down on the ground, so
Hit him. Maybe he'll just dissolve.
I'll try. Yeah, I'll slash him with my sword.
See, the reason he was asking is radiant I can't save against.
Right.
I know, but we've also got another
But he
one to
could
deal
also
with.
possibly overpower me, too.
21 to hit.
Okay.
That might actually do it. That is 13 damage.
So 13 damage, which means I end up with 18 DC. And I rolled a 3.
Sweet.
Yes!
Slash.
I have done literally nothing of consequence in this fight. I made it worse once, and then
Hey, you know what? It
Good
happens.
job, you shining bastard.
Then I'm going to take my move action.
I'm actually gonna move up to these.
What?
If you move up,
He can't cover you.
Okay, yeah.
do what you want.
No,
do
no,
what you
that's
want.
a
No,
really good
just
point. No,
seriously.
we should fight as a unit.
Yeah.
We're going to have to.
We should be a
fight.
we should be a cohesive unit.
Mhm. Now, is this a soldier?
It is.
Look at
Okay,
me, Mark.
I
I
saved the
can't be
soldier.
taught. I'm all using
Yeah, just
tactics.
not by me.
Well, why do you cover me with your
How many
spear,
times
Mark?
getting worried?
What?
Were you getting worried?
Oh man,
Dude,
I
I was getting
when
worried.
you did this, I was like,
That is the sound that kills people.
I was like, this is gonna hurt. I'm like, oh my god. When I rolled the 2, I was to hit. I was like, oh, all of a sudden it dawned on me. I'd placed myself in a very bad position. And I'm like,
You overextended a little bit, but it's
a little
okay.
confident, but that was yeah.
You went in, would you say, half spear? Instead of half cock? Cock is a different word. Never.
Okay.
I'm
Hey,
ready.
Jordan,
see what
you and
you
I
did,
should
but
both be quiet.
I
But
know.
you're,
I think that for that joke, you had reach.
Yeah, you really reached there.
And yet again.
Alright, so it's the zombies' turns. So, zombie turns.
Now, this lady's dead, or did he fall? Oh,
He's unconscious. He's hurt.
Yeah.
They're just taking.
What's this one doing over here on the Palisades other than just...
He's gonna move in a moment. He's watching for
Posing.
trouble. He's watching for trouble. He's wounded as well.
How many soldiers have we lost?
Never mind. Keep going.
You've
Don't
lost
answer that.
5. There are now 3 wounded.
Oh, good.
This one over here is wounded.
Not to mention what's in it. Look, okay, never mind. We'll talk about it here in a little bit, but I think it's time to.
really good, Mark.
What are you making?
It's a volcano.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna hit him.
Tell what it was.
Okay.
I would have stopped him back at the square before that, right there.
You do have range, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's see.
No! It's a battle station.
Call it.
I
15?
That will hit.
Fear, oh fear.
We'll move someone in there anyway, so you can still get the other one too. So what's he?
He's taking
Throw him
9
into the latrine.
slashing damage.
No, because you survived down there. Someone had to go in after him.
Yeah, where would he
Right.
go?
And then you got that one.
I can't get that one.
He'd be down there
Well,
for
you use your
many
reaction.
I
moons.
use my reaction. It's not my turn yet.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, because you use your thingy to
You
say.
hit that one a moment ago.
Nope.
No,
I
because
can't
you used
hit that
his
one.
reaction.
I blew everything to get rid of that gorilla man.
And so he did, because he didn't use his bonus action to assume his defensive stance, he actually is just acting normally.
Okay. 4 damage
Ow!
from one of those.
Stinkers?
That's all right.
Oh, did poor baby lose 4 hit points?
Just poor baby Lewis. You made me bleed my own blood.
Nobody makes me
All right.
Friggin' Adelberg's over there like,
Your turn.
are you okay? He
Okay.
spews a rib out.
Yeah.
What the hell? This pencil was just working.
You want another one?
No, I want to clear this one, the clog that I clogged it up
I'm
with.
gonna ask Valbron. Do you want to hold the line here? Or do you want to back up towards reinforcements?
Let's get the reinforcement. Let's reinforce the soldiers.
Okay, which soldiers? These ones?
Yeah, those soldiers.
So
They still
then,
got- I knocked him down, but he doesn't know saving, so I just want to remind you guys now would be a good time to finish that.
Yeah,
Steps from
yeah.
okay. I don't know if I want to go over.
No,
there.
you don't. No, I'm not. I agree, but I'm just saying we've got. That's more for my own benefit. I need to make sure and use some damage on him.
Valbron, but you're gonna move before the zombies move again, right?
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna move over and try and finish off El Gorilla Man's.
Okay.
If you want to come over, and then you come over, and then by that time the zombies will want to come over, and then okay, we good?
I think so.
You following?
I think I'm following.
Okay, I'm gonna go over.
Now I'm going to totally ignore the plan, and you'll know how Mark feels.
I'm going
We had a plan!
to
We had a plan!
I'm going to attack Gorilla Man's on the ground.
You get advantage if he's prone
He is
on
prone.
melee attacks. Only melee attacks.
No, it looks like I'm taking a 14. Does that hit?
I think it does.
It does.
Sweet. Okay, and then
Yeah. What are we doing for dinner?
7 slashing damage.
Food. Who needs food?
Amy was. I asked Amy, and
did
she's
you
like,
bring that-
"Oh, Jordy was taking care of that."
No, I wasn't.
Did you bring the oil and wings?
I did not.
We're not going to do oil and wings tonight. Maybe we just order something. Or
I'll just say
send
pizza.
girls out after a Papa Murphy's.
Yeah, pizza.
I think pizza works.
Wow, it's been-
Oh, my poor gut.
it's been a long time since we actually
4
got
plus
pizza on
7
D&D.
slashing damage.
On him, right? 4 plus 7.
On Gorilla Man's, yeah.
So 11.
No. 7's total damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Big chungus.
Got it. All right. So birds.
You.
The guard actually attacking. I mean, this guy's been standing here doing nothing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He's
well, I
been
forget
here.
about this guard.
Oh, you missed it when
You
Wayne
forgot about that guard, didn't
when
you?
Wayne was in town.
He could have been
He
detached.
wanted to play Metal Gear, and so he pulled up my old memory card.
That
We
would
found
be
still
scary
had it.
stuff.
We didn't have the photos though, but we had saves as far back as 2000.
Oh my god.
The year 2000.
That one is finally taking the knock.
We used to do this thing, Metal Gear, on the
Metal Gear Solid
PS2.
2.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Okay.
You take pictures of the game, and we put soldiers in compromising
14 on the
positions, and we
hideous
made
laughter.
balls.
Actually, we'll do
Like
that
that.
one after. Well, no, we just did yours. Guard. Okay.
Jackass.
Brilliant. 14 on hideous laughter, which comes at the save is at the beginning or the end of the turn.
Most saves is at the end of their turn, because that way the effect affects them that turn. So
So
you
he
double
would
check.
have, he would have done that. I'm just trying to think because you cast that. Okay,
So
Exeter's turn, right? So
Yeah.
he is no longer affected from it, but he will stand up next turn.
next turn.
Yes.
Crap.
How did you get after their next turn?
Your turn, stupid you are.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes
Right.
damage.
Oh
Did you take damage?
no, he doesn't.
The target has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
He did take damage because he attacked.
Yeah.
That regardless, he's up or he's
He's
now.
coming up next round.
He's coming up next round. Okay. Well, sorry guys.
That's okay.
I'm gonna get a little
Hey,
bit
you
of.
kept him down.
I'm gonna
yeah.
take a couple of steps backwards. And now I am going to go ahead, since he's already getting up anyway, let's go ahead and shoot him with
Shoot him in the grundle.
both things. Both barrels. 6, 7, and I get +5. Oh, that's just horrible. 12 and 11.
12 and 11 total.
No. 12 and an 11. 2 attacks.
To hit.
Right, total to hit, right?
Yes.
Both would hit.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
He's an AC 11.
Well,
Big money, no whammies.
3 and a 4. That's not bad. Plus
Plus.
3, so that's going to be 6 and 7. So it's total 13.
13. All right.
That.
Now let me go ahead and take another couple of our. Man, Divas. We're gonna somebody have to get some arrows.
Yeah, I don't know if I've.
They're out of arrows
I
here.
don't know if I can make crossbow bolts properly.
Yeah. All right.
And the soldiers already told us they didn't have any.
And that's going to go back over to
That is now round 6.
6.
Alright, I'm wondering if I should try and help take down Big Chungus or if I should start clearing a path through these zombies.
Zombies.
Alright,
Yep. Famous last one.
Boink.
Yeah, I know.
Step there. I would like this zombie to make a
This
save,
actually
please.
is leading you. This guy, though.
Which
This
zombie?
This one.
We're going to
Here.
have
This is all man make save. 18.
Alright, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go
I
smoke
know.
a bowl or something.
Your saving throws are doing very well.
Yeah, that's my turn. Alright, just gonna go
Don't
Play-
play bad, man.
play Flappy Bird for a while.
Like Flappy Bird.
I burned.
Exeter's like,
I think I burned
The
3
situation on this side is
just to try
getting
to
more
get
and more
Josh
alarming.
nothing.
So,
Right, you have a mace, right?
I do, but it only does 1d6 bludgeoning. I'm trying to keep these things in the ground.
is this a zombie?
That's an unconscious
That's
guy.
unconscious.
Okay, so there's only 2 zombies left.
Yes.
He'll start with the closest one, and that'll hit, and that'll be 8 damage. Is he still up?
8 damage on that one.
Cantrips do I have? Maybe I can find one that actually.
Let's see. So that would be
Honestly, Toll the Dead,
DC
there's necrotic damage.
11. Yes, it's down.
Okay, and then he'll target the next one,
Honestly, Sacred Flame's really good.
and
It just sucks
that's
when they keep making their
14,
saves.
I think. It's 15. So that hits.
No, 1d8
Damage is 8.
is not that great. 1d8 plus.
Well, and as a life cleric, you get the storm clerics and stuff get.
Oh,
their
thank goodness.
wisdom
Okay,
modifiers,
alright.
their, cantrips.
And then, do you
Well,
guys,
it's
can you
already
jump
1d8
down
plus-
here? How far is that?
That is going to be about an 8-foot drop.
Maybe
So,
just
yeah.
give you a quick save, and unless I roll
Give
terribly.
me an
Oh yeah.
either
Yeah.
athletics or an acrobatics.
It's like 18.
Yeah.
So that'll save me a
Too
few
exciting.
feet. And we got 5, 10, 15,
It's like the
20.
counts.
I
So these guys, go help them! You know, pointing down.
That way.
Magic numbers.
Right. Volbron.
Alright, I will be provoking a opportunity attack from, looks like 2 skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And is that
5 and 5.
5 and a 5 to hit or 5 and a 5 to damage?
To hit.
Oh,
He missed.
yeah,
Both
okay,
of them
yeah.
missed.
Is that Carillion bloodied? Ugh.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. I get there and I raise my shield and I dodge.
Okay.
There you go. Good man. Good man.
Dude, this used to work so well on my fighter, because
I'm
then
a-
I could action search and fight him anyway.
I'm a Gorillian gynecologist. Look, you down there, you're like, now
Is
put,
it a Gorillion?
now put your feet in the stirrups.
He's still stumbling back to.
That one attacks on that guy.
Wait. The zombies are ignoring us and they're. Oh,
This one's attacking that one. These two are attacking.
Yeah,
Third,
okay.
what's your
18.
18. Okay.
We have 3 people in heavy armor. Which is
And-
abnormal for our D&D group.
Yeah, it is.
I'm actually surprised you're not wearing heavy
Hey, what
armor.
have you been doing? I forgot about
Yeah.
you.
I'm
I
assuming they
recall I
missed.
didn't want the.
They
He
did.
actually is somewhat stealthy,
White guy.
and I didn't want the penalty.
White guy? I think you're too far
Especially
away.
No,
I'm not.
No, you're not.
Underground, he's.
That's racist.
Uber
Tom. Stealthy, right?
White
With
guy.
17. It's gonna hit him. And
Race is better than that.
4 damage.
Hey, every little bit helps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling me. You failed me for the last time.
Albert!
Dice.
In a can.
It's your turn.
It is my turn.
So where should I go?
How close to dead is this thing, Gorilla Man's?
Not.
You're not at halfway point.
I've done 14. Somebody
Sweet.
else done something.
I guess I'm gonna attack him again.
Unload, or are you going to unload and do your thing?
No, I'm gonna stick with the defensive stance. There's too many
So
guys
he,
to not.
he took 21 total, so he's probably about halfway there based off of what it took to take you on the last one. I'm guessing.
Yeah, okay.
You mentioned sending the
Probably
girls for
48.
pizza.
I'm thinking about moving after I'm done.
She has
That's a
Venmo.
good
Should I
bet. I would
move backwards one,
And that's what I'm
or
going to do is I'm going to ask for contributions.
That would
as
still
we get
allow
done.
you to go ahead.
Oh, after we get done? Okay.
With this combat.
Gorilla Man's is getting up, and
I know what the reason is, I think. Jordy's going to make me a happy man.
Gorilla Man's is getting up, and
Take that as you will.
We're throwing money at you. I'm taking bribes now.
Lips. That's what.
Who are going to live and die?
I think someone just slipped the DM some ones.
That's pizza money, I'm assuming.
Yes, that's pizza money.
okay, yeah, I'm just
Oh,
gonna attack
man.
him and stand defensive.
You remember when we used to do this every other Saturday? Man,
This-
9 misses.
I would kill to be able to do this every other
Oh
Saturday.
wait, I'm gonna use
Oh, youth is wasted on the young.
use
really
a
is.
superiority die and do a precision attack.
are you trying to say that you're wasting
9
time
and
with
3
your
is 12.
kids?
To hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
That would hit.
I mean, it's not in so many words.
I think what I was suggesting
Remember,
is
these
that
guys
they're
are AC
wasting
11.
time with me. I think that's what I was suggesting.
Ah,
6 slashing damage. And then I'm using my bonus action to stay in defensive stance, and I'm going to stay.
Gideon.
What are you doing over there?
Don't know.
At least it's not a phone. I
oh
guess.
my god, did you hear Gideon? Were you in the car with Gideon the other
Yeah.
night?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
We were all blaming it on him. It's like, okay, that might have been my fault.
Can I shove this tent over and move here?
You can move there, yes.
Yeah,
the tents are easy enough
I'm
to
gonna
trample
kind
down.
of trample
I'm going
over and move right there.
to-
The
Okay,
soldiers
so
are like, yeah, sleep in
that
here.
was no guard.
You can sleep when you're dead.
You can sleep or you're dead.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Brilliant. Half move to get up or there. Okay. AC 18 on you still, right?
And disadvantage.
And
Oh, snap, dodging.
Yes.
Nope.
And I'm gonna make an attack on this to try to hit my buddy.
Yep. No,
Uh-huh.
It would have been 2 hits so far.
that's been banished. Now the big guns come out.
Well, the big gun did roll well.
Nice.
9 plus 6 is 15.
That's a big
Yeah,
chunk.
still not. That extra dice is failing me.
Yes, it is. That's why I do it.
That extra dice, okay, bite attack.
Trying to kill us?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I avoided a natural 20. That's 2.
Oh,
Boom! Well, thank you, dodge action.
Disadvantage is really a hard thing to get.
Bear in mind, I am giving up anything else I'm doing.
I
am
know,
literally
but
You know one
just-
thing you guys keep forgetting, you got inspiration.
No. I haven't
What does that
forgotten
mean?
I'm saving that so that I make try and
I
crit
forgot what is. Okay, inspiration can let you give
You
you
just-
advantage on a roll,
Yep.
or
negate disadvantage.
okay, that's it. That's all
Yep.
it can do.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe I should give him inspiration. Okay, extra.
No.
I know. I can attack him because he attacked my butt.
Yes, you do. Go ahead.
18. That hits.
It does.
Hey, Winnie.
10. 10 slashing damage.
All right.
Is he bloody yet?
Yes, he is indeed.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's another thing. Shut up.
There are more pieces falling off, and then
All right.
Bloody's good enough for me, Marsh.
Yeah, we're just going to continue to fire 20 things into him. So first shot is going to be
You still might hit.
3 plus 8. I don't think so.
11?
Oh,
11. He's AC 18. Yeah.
No. I have 3
Yes,
plus
I mean,
5 is 8.
Wow.
Oh.
Never had
No,
it.
so all right, I can still use my
It's a
bonus.
negative Ghost Rider.
What happened, Marsh?
He's
12.
putting him down.
Oh, it's probably because he didn't want me put down.
Oh, wow.
obviously.
That's
It's
true.
adorable.
See
12.
his vocal.
And so then that's
Keep me human.
Don't put me away.
5 plus 3, 8. 8 damage.
Which one are you damaging? Him. Okay.
Brilliant.
The big thing everybody's working on.
We're going to
Everybody
keep
has a
working on him.
problem with him for some reason.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
I just want to kill you. Jeez.
I just want to taste human flesh.
That's the wrong man.
Okay. Round 7. Thurek.
Oh,
We've been in,
great.
we've been in
All right.
battle for over a minute. Your turn effect will have failed. Will have ended at this point.
Wait,
would have.
turn effect?
Yeah, it
Really?
doesn't matter. But
Well, no, you damaged all of them. Nobody's turn.
Wait.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I,
well.
I think of minutes on round 10.
That's
Round
right.
of
6
6
seconds.
seconds. Yep.
Okay.
So I
10.
move
but
5
okay,
feet over
yes,
here,
you're right.
and then I'm going
It used to be
to
10 seconds.
In second edition.
swat
Yep.
this zombie with my good old swing swong.
Too many additions.
Too many editions.
With my chunkus, with my
I used to.
swingus.
Oh yeah! Natural 20, baby.
So I've been waiting for this because not only do I get to do that, so natural a crit is you roll 2 dice, right?
Roll twice, modifiers once.
But I'm a half orc. I roll 3.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So that's a half work thing.
Yeah, that's a half orc thing. It's like savage critical or something like that. So modifiers
Fighters are
once,
pretty
roll
nasty.
3.
Oh yeah, because you get
Oh, crap.
more crits.
Oh, nice, a 1. 4, 6, 7, 8. 11 damage. Crunch to that zombie.
Which one?
This one.
All right.
So, Jordy, I used to kind of be bristly about the rules,
Mhm.
and then I kept running into things where I'd summon in rules from previous editions, and finally somebody put it as dude, I have played first edition, second edition, third edition, Pathfinder, fourth edition, Starfinder, fifth edition, and Fate. Don't give me a hard time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, that's
makes sense.
exactly how I feel.
Yeah, this is a good game at the end of the day. Venus.
All right. It's going to run up here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You
Looks
move
to
30
me-
as a little guy?
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably not.
It's
Actually,
only
it does say
25.
25.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make any difference. Okay.
Fill them full of holes.
So these two are skeletons, just making sure.
Who's
This
all
is a skeleton, right. But these two are humans.
Whatever.
That guy, yeah.
Okay, alright.
It makes no difference.
He's going to start with a cone of flame
You're going to toast
Um,
humans.
on this direction. He's probably going to set this tent on fire, but he's okay.
That's all right. It'll help me light my shots.
Is that right? Let's see. Is a cone 90 degrees or 45?
It's more like 45.
45.
Okay, then it seems to me that I should be able to hit these two.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's your damage. Rolling a 6 plus, so that's 11. So that's 15 damage, save for half.
On both those two?
These two.
And your save is 14, not 13. You have a higher intellect, right?
It is 14, yes.
This one, 19. This one, 3.
All right. So he takes 15, and he takes
Round
8
down,
or
isn't it?
7.
I think it's round down.
7, so 12, 1. He takes how much?
15.
15. Yes.
Okay.
So he's still alive. Okay. This is one of my friends, right?
Yes, you don't want to do attack.
Don't hear.
Well, but which one? Is that...
That's her.
That's Thuric.
Hi.
And Thuric doesn't look too bloodied.
Oh, I
This
haven't
is a
been touched.
guard, right?
Yes.
All right. Then he's going to action surge, and he's going to attack this one.
Okay.
Okay, that's like 18 or something. And so he takes 9 damage.
Okay.
And then with his bonus action, he will one more attack.
Okay.
So that's 22, and he does 4 damage.
Details the story. Wait, was that? No, I'm not at class today. No, but Beckstead Sensei is supposed to be there. Oh, hey, Sensei.
Okay.
Yes. Are you?
So it is. That's 90 degrees, isn't it? Yeah, that's 90 degrees. But it looks like there's some
break, guys.
flexibility.
Do you want to pause the stream
That's
for a
not
little
90
bit?
degrees.
Short break.
But
He
that
saw
is
one
90
for a short.
degrees.
You wouldn't do a short break on the stream.
Oh no, I think we'll be okay.
Well, I just need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We can strategize while the DM's
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
All right, so at this point, I'm trying to mop up
We got
zombies.
that guy's got to take, and then we can create, and then
So,
the rest of these are going to be
The
fine.
reason why I've been interested in Bloodied is because I've got a Divine Smite. I've got
Oh.
one left, and that'll definitely, as long as I push him over his hit point threshold, it'll kill him. Because he's undead, it's at least
Nope,
48.
he's done. All right, cool.
Okay, what did we do?
Everything okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I had to turn around. He got late, and he's like, "Are you in class?" I'm like, "No, you're there. I'm not going to be there today."
I like that art.
Okay, where are we?
Battle Angel Elite.
Divas just went,
It's not bad.
and he filled that
I
guy
know,
with.
but she's got the.
He filled that guy with arrows. Did it kill him?
Which guy? This guy over
Yeah,
here?
he took.
What was the
character
second
from Final
damage?
Fantasy.
It was only 4 damage
4 damage.
for the
That's,
second part.
DC 9. It's still up.
Okay, but okay. Good.
All right, Bulbarund.
All right. I want this gorilla guy to die. So we're going to go ahead and roll an attack roll. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm sure I'm going to hit. I'm going to spend my inspiration because I want to try and crit him. Nope. That's okay. I definitely hit him. And I'm going to convert my last Warlock spell slot into a Divine Smite. He is undead, right?
He is.
3d8 for undead, 1d8 for my sword. 10, 19, 25 damage. Radiant.
To that guy.
Yep. Please say that kills him.
Yes.
That smite, that doesn't get around, man.
No, but it uses all my spells.
Paladin smite.
Yeah. That's actually one of the power behind the Warlock Paladin is my Warlock spells can fuel my Divine Smites. So,
And he gets him back on a short
and I get
rest.
him back on a short rest.
Which is horse balls. I'm surprised you didn't get your warlock spells back.
What? Warlock spell?
All right.
Yeah, your warlocks. Oh, you only have the one.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I just used it.
yeah, okay.
So,
So let's see.
I was going to use it to heal Tom, but I can defend Tom.
These two zombies.
So,
Opportunity attack.
Yep.
Wait, oh, that's just like vanish order.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll again on that one.
oh yeah, I don't have inspiration anymore.
14. That hits him.
That was my first time ever using inspiration in 5th edition. I've been playing 5th edition for what, 4 years?
And 11
5
damage.
years?
On that guy.
Okay. And you got that one who's going to stomp across the tent.
I'm also gonna attack him.
Oh, you want to come over here? You get a stick.
16.
Okay.
6.
Dance it!
All right. There. Six. Okay. And now we are at your turn.
They didn't attack him?
They attacked me, they probably missed.
Oh, yes. Actually, no, I missed that doing those two.
I
Sorry.
should have attacked him!
Thanks for the announcement. That's a 1.
They crit me?
That was 1 as well.
You just rolled double ones.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so
You're
it doesn't
rolling like
matter.
Mark today.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction and attack
On
that.
you, I am.
I'm gonna use my reaction and attack that guy.
Hello, everybody. My name is March. Shitty roller.
15 hits.
I don't know where we got that
10
name, but we
damage, 10
got
slashing
it.
damage.
But rumor has it that my parents used to play
Okay.
dice, and we were left destitute.
All right.
My turn.
Yes, now it's your turn.
Which one of these is looking worse for wear?
That one. The one that you just used your reaction on.
Halberd it with your halberd.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm using halberd as a verb.
17.
We stop
that hits
using
him.
bone as a verb.
Are you halberding again?
9, and then I'm going to
Go blind.
He's passed. He has up 1 hit point.
hit 1 hit point.
Never
And
mind.
then I'm going to use my
Don't
Halberd
too
butt.
much. You'll grow hair on your palms.
Are you going to do that, or are you going to use your defensive stance?
There's only one guy left, and there's not many other guys around it.
You guys took
Did you
out
guys- did you guys roll my defensive stance?
You took out.
Dude,
It was
you
just my-
do whatever you want. I was just wondering.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
25
that. I'm
damage.
gonna halberd him.
Excellent.
Yes.
So much better.
Sweet. 7 bludgeoning damage.
Which would be DC 12. Yeah, roll okay. DC 14, so it has 1 hit point.
I tried.
You did.
Zombies are fun.
Yes.
Zombies are fun.
Okay. Now,
All right.
Marshals now our most reliable source of killing these things in one hit.
You say that.
There. Zombie does not pass.
Either they
okay, that
make
zombie's
their
gone.
save
All
against
right.
you
So-
and they die, or they get hit by us. We have to pass their AC, which is
Okay.
and then they have to make their
So,
save.
2 saves versus 1
What,
save.
what do we got left here? We've got here. This is a zombie here, right?
Yes.
This is a zombie here.
There's 2 zombies. Yep.
There's these 2 zombies
And
right
then
here.
one zombie over there.
There's 1 zombie over there. All right. But you can clear this. Well, that's what I was going. I can probably take. I can shoot that guy. Well, I was. Well, okay. Now
Or whatever
that's
you
the
wanna do.
question. Do you want?
I know this one. Is
Can
it
you handle that one, or do you want me to?
Is this the one with 1 hit point right here?
Yes.
I might roast it from here. Because I can handle this guy, no problem.
Okay, so go ahead and shoot these 2. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, just do whatever you want.
Thanks, Derek. Thanks,
Whatever.
Jordan,
Thanks, Dad.
Make sure.
Come on the call on Saturday night.
10 on this guy, which is 10, 13. Or no, I'm sorry, 10.
Just make sure I've got it quick right.
15.
If they attack me, you can
Yeah,
have your
15
react,
That hits.
right?
Okay, so
I have
then
a reaction, correct?
Okay. And if they move in or out, I can use
6
your
damage to
reaction.
him.
So I only have 1 reaction at the moment.
You have an opportunity attack, and you have a
Bear in mind that the only reason you can opportunity attack without spending your reaction is because of the tunnel fighter, which you're not currently.
Okay,
against.
so you
So
have
you have
one
1 reaction.
All right,
Okay.
bonus action on
Thanks.
him then.
Excuse me, Viper.
Sorry. 16 plus 19.
Hits.
Okay, hit a 1, 4. 4 damage. to
4
this guy.
damage, so DC 9. He's still up. That one
Okay.
has passed 4
So it's
Con
DC
saves.
5 plus the damage you do to it? Is
Yes.
That, okay.
for a con save
All right.
to destroy. So, and that's
Stay up.
for stay up.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay. Top of round 8. With Eric.
All right. I am going to.
Let's not get to round 10. I'm
The
concerned.
Sword Coast Adventures guide.
I do.
You
this
stay over
thing
there.
Above the cage.
Wisdom save against this one.
Okay.
DC 13.
7.
You
It takes 5 radiant damage.
Okay. And that one. Oh, radiant. Hey.
Scatter to the wind.
All right. Divis.
All right, Divis.
Oh, I'm going to use the rest of my move then.
Hmm.
25, 30. There we go.
All right. Well, he's gonna shoot. He's probably gonna have to move over here, but he's gonna shoot the last remaining goblin or skeleton, obviously. Zombie.
Goblin zombie.
You got 2 right here.
It's a
Zombling.
It's a goblin skeleton zombie. All
Zomblelatin.
right, so that's 2 hits.
Okay.
8 and 8, so that's 16 damage. 8 each time.
So 2 hits for 8.
Yes.
Okay. So 16 damage. So DC 13 on which he doesn't pass.
All right. He's going to have to do that twice. All right, there we go.
Burning through the
Is that
ammo.
right, Marsh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't take down my last 2. Thank you.
All right, we just have the 1 skeleton over there.
Dang.
Oh, we're not done? I thought there was
I like
Oh,
like
geez.
10 arrows
But,
since this
10,
session
15,
started, if not
20,
more.
That guy. I'm going to go ahead and use my cantrip Booming Blade that I keep forgetting about.
Okay, when I started, I had.
I had 38 when I started, so I'm down to 28 now. That's no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm down to 30.
13 damage.
Okay.
And if he moves, he takes an additional 8 thunder or D8 thunder damage.
16, 1.
He explodes.
All right.
He moves as he turns into ash in the
So I
back.
guess I fired 16.
Wait, what was EQ doing this whole time?
Hanging out.
No, she's helping.
She's out of spell.
background,
She
she's
used all of her
right
spells and
Yeah.
helping with some of the healing.
She's cheering.
in there.
I didn't think she did healing. She was with me in the command tent.
She was with
She knows she helped.
She did bless and stuff.
Okay.
I had some heals possibly too.
We won!
We helped.
We did?
Rumble,
We
rumble,
survived.
We lost.
Oh my gosh.
Only 5 of their guys died
All
in
right.
the end. The rest
So,
of us brought
if
back.
anyone is even remotely, like, if someone's still making their death saves, I go and I cast Spare the Dying on them.
So after the party, Divas tries to like gather the group together, and he says, "If we don't convince these people to leave, they'll be dead in a week."
Yeah.
So,
I agree with
I
you,
think you're
David.
right.
I think it's just indefensible here.
Yeah, it's
We're-
just gonna get worse.
It's just going to get worse.
It's
And
just going to get worse.
So you think that we should try and convince them to go back to...
I think
they
we should
either-
try.
do they have
say
boats?
no.
They either have something that's drawing the zombies to them, or
We should just ask the captain if he has
Well, I was going to suggest.
detect magic and walk around the camp.
I
Even.
could do that.
yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Let's do that
We can do that.
first.
In the
You guys,
morning.
how about if
In
you
the
guys
morning.
try
In the
talking
morning.
to him? I don't think he's gonna
You
budge.
and I can go
but
talk to
I
him.
can persuade.
try.
Yeah.
I'll try. I'll look around the camp some more. I didn't see anything before, but
with your
Yes.
persuasion, because I think I might have the same persuasion skill.
Plus 7.
All right.
Plus 7. Yeah.
So we are going to take a break at this point.
What?
Okay, nope.
We've been going for
I'm down for 3.5 hours.
You have
Total-
expertise.
Total XP
Yeah, yours.
at this point is 3,074
Is that divided?
total.
Total.
That's your total XP because I'm tracking how much you're at because remember you started at 1980
Right.
when we started the game this morning. You're at
Oh.
3,074 now.
Level 4.
Level 4 is at 2,700.
So real quick.
Yes.
So how much did we get for that goblin? Slinging through the air? I was just curious.
So
So-
I'd have to let's see.
Don't worry
That
about it.
goblin
Never mind.
it was about 300, and so
Okay,
because
so
I
it's all right.
counted as a win for the entire group. It was a very
Okay. All right. So good. All right.
so this picture, okay, I can get why the person in the background is, crying, but why is the person in the foreground seemingly happy?
I think she's probably looking at something that we don't see off
Right.
Or I'm thinking that maybe she's satisfied with her death, like she's sacrificing herself.
Great
So-
Japanese thing? I don't know.
where we are. We're going to take a break on that. So this is level 4. That's
So
what
when you
give
come back on
everyone
your
a
level
chance.
4.
When we come back, it'll be
Oh,
level
I
4.
see something about decision.
I am
That's why I
going
don't-
to arrange for someone to, or try to arrange for someone to get us pizza. So let's go ahead and break the stream at this point for a break.
Yeah,
we
don't
appreciate
cross-
everybody coming. We will be back in
Hour.
an hour. We're going to take an hour-long break. We will be back at 4:30 for
Excellent.
the exciting continuation of this.